I think you guys can hear me now. I think my yeah, I you should be able to hear me now. I had this other thing set up for my microphone, and I don't know how to use it. So naturally, you mess with this equipment the day before, no, the hour before you stream, right? Because that's what logical people do. Obviously, that's that's what I did because I'm very smart. Um, anywho, can you believe? By the way, we are less than a month before Lost Stories comes out. I'm really excited about that. And my camera is once again adjusting. Please stop. I'm going to fix that after this stream to tell it to stop doing that. But anyways, we are 1 month away from Lost Stories. Pretty excited about that. And I'm trying to figure out why I still can't, like, my Google account. It's really weird. I got it to become a Japanese account because I downloaded Janissary code, but for some reason it's telling me now that, like, it's not Japanese anymore. I don't know. I got to redo the whole process again. Wow, the autofocus is real. It's real. Okay, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Well, maybe if I zoom in a little more, maybe I got to zoom in a little more and it'll stop. Let's see. Um, Apologies if you're like getting stuck in my face here. Oh, come on, for real? Hold on, man. I gotta tell you, this camera has never done this before. Okay, well, anyways, why is it doing this? All right, guys. I promise this was not part of the antics today. I was not going to show you guys how to adjust your camera. Wow, it doesn't matter how close I go in here. Are you serious? 1 second. 1 second. All right, 1 second here. Maybe we're okay. I don't know. Anyways, Lost World is coming out soon, and I'm pretty excited about that. Now, what we're doing today, that's what you guys are probably more interested in. So I didn't go through the films yet. I mean, I went through them obviously in the past because I did my video on the differences between the films and the anime. But I like to go through one more time before we stream. So I didn't do that for the first film initiation. So I figured, hey, let's do something more different. Let's do something different. So there's a video from RDCWorld. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Basically, they discussed light versus Lelouch, and they did intelligence. And I didn't like the video, in case it wasn't obvious. Now, it wasn't just light versus Lelouch. I should be clear. It was a whole podcast, and one of the subjects was the 10-minute discussion of the group discussing light versus Lelouch, intelligence-wise. Now, that's the key part about this video. It wasn't like who would win a fight, which did come up. It wasn't who had more luck sack moments, who the plot favored. None of that stuff. It was just who was smarter. And as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I've been harping on this topic for years. And what's frustrating is that people still don't fully understand how to discuss this topic, and my camera is being really stupid right now. Oh my god, why is it doing this? Okay, let's see. Can I turn off the autofocus? If I do this, I'm just trying to figure out why. Because normal autofocus, if I go like in and out, it should be like that, right? But if I just stand still, it should be fine. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna do too much movement, I guess. I don't know why it's. I'm telling you, this. I've done like a lot of streams now. It's never been this crazy. Now, like Suzaku or Light before. Well, I like Suzaku's laugh more, but they were both pretty epic laughs. Okay, where was I? Right. So when it comes to intelligence between the different characters, it's not these guys treat it, and everyone else does the same thing, like it's some kind of shonen battle, right? Between, let's say, who's stronger, Goku or Frieza? Well, Goku beat Frieza, so therefore Goku is stronger than Frieza. Intelligence doesn't really work the same way because there's different types, and that's not even agreed upon. Everyone has their own interpretation about it. So saying who is smarter and who is not that simple. I'll give you an easy example for you to like digest. So let's say I was to say, okay, Light versus Goku, since we're talking about Goku, right? Who's smarter? Well, you'd probably say it's Light, obviously. Well, that depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about like mathematics and deductive skills, then yeah, Light's much smarter. But you're talking about like martial art ability, the ability to pick up techniques like on the fly with ease, then yeah, I would say Goku was smarter. But it just depends what you're talking about. I mean, Goku, what he saw the Kamehameha wave used once, and he figured it out just from looking at it. That's that's pretty smart, you know. And I like my goddamn camera. So the point I make is that if you're discussing intelligence here, let me so you guys don't get like a seizure while you're watching this. Let me see. How can I just let's see. I don't want to stop my mic. Just do this for a second. Yeah, until I figure this out. I'll put this up here while we're. Anyways, so when it comes to intelligence stuff, it's not that simple because you have to qualify what you're talking about. Now, granted, this is a 10-minute discussion, so obviously they can't go full depth into it. But a lot of what they say in this video is just really, how do I put this? Yeah, it's not great. And I think these guys love Code Geass and Defna. I don't think these guys are like normies or anything like that, or just picking opinions just to have them because everyone accepts the fact that Code Geass is a smart show. But it's just these takes are just really bizarre. Now, not all are bad, by the way. Not all these takes are bad, but some are just, well, you're gonna find out. So let's, without further ado, let's get into this one, and then when we finish this video, we'll then go into the CBR discussion. So let's get into it. Now, hopefully, you guys can hear this. I might have to change the audio settings because StreamYard is not the greatest when it comes to this stuff. So hopefully, you guys can hear this. Here we go.
Lelouch or light?
Smartness? And smartness? That's tough.
Light versus. I don't remember.
This shit was not tough
I like how one guy said, I don't remember. I thought that was kind of funny.
at all to me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Wait, not tough at all?
It wasn't. Why not? I feel like Lelouch only got sold because he was like he was protecting his sister and stuff. I feel like if he didn't have a sister, he would have been.
I feel like Lelouch had a lot of cat moments. Like,
Okay, let's start with the first point. You may have missed it, but basically what the guy said was Lelouch, if he didn't have, let's say, Nunnally with him or something, then he would have never lost. And the funny part about that is, again, I don't think the guy purposely misunderstood Lelouch's motivations, but if you guys know or don't know, Nunnally is all Lelouch works towards helping, right? So if there was no Nunnally involved, Lelouch wouldn't want to do anything. So I don't really understand what he means by that, considering everything he does in the story is for her. When she died, right, he didn't want to live anymore. His actions were, I mean, even the Requiem. I think that's what he was talking about, the Requiem, right? Because during the Zero Requiem, he basically did everything with assuming Nunnally was dead, but as people pointed out, it was still technically a suicide of some sort. Of course, it was a righteous one, and it saved the world and all that stuff. But he still accomplished a lot with Nunnally. Now, maybe because she was kidnapped a couple times, it held him back, but just understand that his motivations were for Nunnally. So to say that, like, okay, if Nunnally wasn't involved, he would have been like better off. I don't agree with that, but again, that's just one man's opinion, I guess. Let's continue.
Yeah, he did.
he had a whole lot of cat moments.
He definitely had cat.
Are you talking about the
Okay, so they see a lot of cat moments. We're gonna see those listed.
Yeah, like Tom thing.
Yeah,
that was cap. Not only that, I feel like he gets saved by people all the time, bro.
But if a light was going up against, because he's going up against people that don't have the.
We'll go back for a second here.
Lelouch is going up people that have the Geass.
But he gets saved by people all the time, bro.
But if a light was.
So this point's interesting, and here, let me. All right, I guess I can't use my camera. All right, so I'll just do a full screen then, since we don't have. Okay, so this point's interesting, which he's saying that Lelouch needs help all the time, or something like that. He's a lot of cat moments, which means BS. In case you're not familiar, the funny part about this, that point though, is that while he does get quote unquote saved all the time, so does Light, right? That's the thing that people have to realize. It's not just Lelouch who gets saved a lot. Because remember, we're comparing the two characters, right? So Light gets saved a bunch of times too. For example, Ryuk pointed out Ray Pember to him. Ryuk wrote the fake rules in the Death Note. It happened to be that this is not really a Ryuk thing, but when he went to the police station, Naomi just happened to be there. You know, stuff like that, where obviously Light had some things go his way as well. So to say that like only Lelouch had quote unquote cap moments is not really fair to both characters. You should point out to both. And one guy in this group actually does, but no one listens to him, which is kind of funny. So that's something I find interesting. He's pointing that out. Yeah, C2 saves Lelouch. And so what? One thing I should mention is that in terms of who having cap moments, as they're pointing out, has nothing to do with intelligence at all. That's the biggest problem here. This is an interesting discussion to have about who had more, I guess, say, luck sack or plot moments, but you have to bring it back to intelligence. And for the most part, this discussion has nothing to do with intelligence, which is the frustrating aspect to this. But let's continue on here.
He's going up against people that don't have the Death Note. Lelouch is going up people that have the Geass. I thought his people's harder.
Yeah, like the second. You talking about like the second season more so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first season he wasn't really going up against nobody with
Yeah.
bad Geasses. Maybe that one dude.
The first dude, it was a dude they met on that train.
Lelouch,
that was a hard one. That was
I said that
was
hard.
He was liable to be caught.
Also, Lelouch's power is probably better than Light's.
Okay, let's break down a couple of things they mentioned in this video or in this part right here. Okay, so he said that Lelouch faces people with the Geass, and Light doesn't face anyone with the Death Note. Technically, he does because Mello had it in the second part of the show. So he actually had to face someone with Death Note. Now, granted, they weren't using this the same way he was, but he was facing someone with Death Note. Now, in terms of facing people with a Geass power versus not facing people with Geass power, I don't really know why this point is even mentioned here. You could the opponents he faced with Geass ability, what was it? Rollo, Mao, technically his mother. So it's not really and Shamna too. They don't mention Shamna here, but that's another example. To me, though, as much as defeating those people is impressive, his most impressive opponents was Schneisel and Cornelia. That's more impressive than fighting people with Geass powers because Mao and Rollo are not like the smartest people. I wouldn't say they're like average. I would say intelligent wise, at least if you're discussing like the ones based off Howard Gardner, especially Mao, because him and Rollo they act kind of like children sometimes, which has been their biggest downfall. But the whole idea of like fighting opponents with Geass versus fighting opponents with Death Note, not just I kind of get where they're going with that because Lelouch had harder opponents to face. But the question you got to ask yourself is it have anything to do with intelligence? And the answer is not really. It's impressive. I mean, look, I mentioned those feats, but I didn't mention them simply because they did them. I went through like why defeating Mao was impressive from an intelligent point of view, like how Lelouch used all the different intelligences to defeat him. And so it wasn't defeating Mao itself, it's how he did it that demonstrates how smart he is, which they are kind of getting to this point, but it's still it's getting muffled in, again, this discussion about like who beat harder opponents, who had better plot armor. Like these are important things, I guess, but not really in context to intelligence. So there's that. Hold on a second. Can you guys hear me, by the way? One sec, quick test here. Okay, cool. All right, back to the video. I guess if you guys couldn't hear, you let me know, but let's continue on here.
You're literally controlling people.
But if I had,
he got CC to help him out of everything, bro. Man,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
but he was way harder.
That's the equivalent. I think that's an equivalent to the Death Note. Look, CC clutched that nigga out of a lot.
She was clutching the shit out that nigga out of situations. And not only that, he got a cold ass team around him. That girl, what's her name with the red hair?
Callan, yeah. But he's fighting a whole nation.
He is fighting a whole nation.
He had to get an army.
But Light is fighting against cold. What?
Okay. We have to stop this point because we saw a video here because they're getting into other stuff. Let's go back to what they're saying here about C2 getting Lelouch out of jams. Like I said before, irrelevant. and again, doesn't mean anything if you fail a bunch of times. It doesn't mean you're dumb, and if you succeed a bunch of times, it doesn't mean you're smart. I don't have to explain, giving like real life examples, but I'm sure you guys can think of many times where someone's like really successful, and you're like, man, that guy's a moron. How that happened? I can think of one example. Like, let's say someone inherits a lot of money, right? Okay, well, that wasn't intelligence. They just got it because they were lucky. They could be really stupid. Happens all the time. So that's just one example. But there's that. They mentioned how Lelouch is fighting against a country, which is a good point. But again, it's not so much what they're doing; it's how they're doing that shows the intelligence. So that's the thing about this discussion again, where there's interesting things brought up here, but the relevance is the issue I would bring up for this.
Shit out that nigga out of situations. And not only that, he got a cold ass team around him. Like, girl, what's her name with the red hair?
Okay, so this is another thing too we have to bring up. They said also before, I want to get back to one other point. They're mentioning how the Geass power is stronger than the Death Note. I guess for the most part, Lelouch Geass is stronger, but the Death Note does have a lot of advantages too. Like, you can be silent and hidden, and you can kill lots of people without everyone ever knowing you. With Geass, you actually have to get up to people to use it. So there's different pros and cons of each. So to say one is inherently stronger, it kind of depends what you're using it for. Obviously, Death Notes only work for really killing people, where Geass has more utility. So that part I would say yes. But if your goal is to kill people, the Death Note is definitely a lot better than the Geass power. So it just depends what you're talking about. Now, in terms of this point here about having a good team behind him, it wasn't like Lelouch was given this. It wasn't that he started out with this team by default. He had to assemble these people. I think that's the problem that the other guy isn't realizing. It's not that they just happened to pick Lelouch to join them. He picked them and made the whole organization. As Detard said, right? The whole organization is based around Zero, not the other way around. So it's his intelligence that was able to motivate people to want to work for him. So I don't really understand this point here. And I won't say that the detective team is equivalent to the Black Knights, because I think they're definitely not. But Light was able to keep all of them together to work under him. And they're a pretty good team. Especially Aizawa is pretty good. Matsuda, despite being a wuss, he does have his moments. So he's not exactly a bad character to have on your team. And of course, Soichiro is as even the manga writer, the creator even said, he's the nicest guy in the world, or a pure-hearted person, whatever term you want to use. But comparing the teams again isn't really relevant. I will say the guy mentioned about how Lelouch is fighting against a whole country. Yes, that's actually one of the only parts where I can say intelligence factors into that, because of the people he's fighting against. But again, it's still, these guys are kind of thin. Well, you'll see.
Talent, yeah. But he's fighting a whole nation.
He is fighting a whole nation.
He had to get an army.
But Light is fighting against cold, way smarter niggas. Way smarter niggas than
but he doesn't have a power.
Okay, so let's. I'm not gonna go too far into this point here, because they're going to bring it up again. But I'll just say that in terms of smarter opponents, that's a very hard one to answer, because Light went against L, Nier, Mello, Rem, technically Higachi, because he lost his memories, or I should say not lost memory, when he relinquished the Death Note, which he lost memories of that, so he was going against Higachi. So those are definitely intelligent opponents to an extent. And then Lelouch went against Schneizel, Cornelia, Charles, V2, Mao, Rollo, Shamna, Clovis. Let me think. Am I seeing anyone else? I'm probably missing someone, but those are the main people they went against. So to say which people are smart and who, that's not an easy thing to state, because again, intelligence is a very it's not that simple to just simply state that opinion. And what I don't like about this video is that they don't quantify what they mean by that. He just says, "Oh, they're obviously smarter." Okay, in what way? Do you think Mello would be a better leader and has better, I'd say, interpersonal intelligence than, say, someone like Schneizel? Probably not, right? I mean, Schneizel's running the entire country. Just saying. I mean, let's go through this real quick, right? Okay, so L Nier, and Mello are probably the three smartest people that Light goes against. Nier is probably maybe a little better at that's hard to say between L, Nier, and Mel. Who's the best working with other people? I guess Mello, since he started a gang and they seem to respect him. So we'll say Mello is probably the best in that regard. Again, it's not like clear cut. Deductive reasoning, I think L is probably the smartest. I don't know where mathematically any of them land out. I assume they're roughly there. But that's basically it. When it comes to like tactics and strategy, I would not put any of them in the class. I would not put them. I would not put them in the same class as Cornelia or Schneisel, because Cornelia. One thing about her that these guys don't mention is that she's running an entire country, which is impressive on its own. Also leading a campaign against several terrorist factions, not just the Black Knights. Okay, she's not just dealing with them; she's dealing with a bunch of other people, and she's still able to hold them all in check. She has powerful leaders, generals who work under her that respect her, because again, she's a badass woman who, a brilliant mind. Even Lelouch has stated like how clever she is, especially when she defeated him in stage 7. But even in stage 11, after the landslide, he still had problems fighting her army, which is impressive because he predicted where she was going to, her whole deployment of troops, and he's like, "This is a very, a very, what do you say? It was like a great deployment, but predictable." But even then, he still had problems, and they almost lost. Technically, you could argue that if Toto didn't show up, they would have lost to Cornelia, even despite Luch's plans going exactly the way he wanted, because that's the kind of leader Cornelia is. She's very motivating, and she cares about her troops, and they serve her well. Even in stage 24, after the Toga settlement collapsed, again, she led her troops to stop Lelouch, and she even tricked him to go to the top of the bureau so she could ambush him and take him out. And again, she would have succeeded had it not been for outside interference. So to say Cornelia is like, I'm not saying she's smarter than L, Nier, and Mel at every facet, but she's definitely smart in a lot of areas, okay? So to say like Nier, Light, and Mel are smarter than everyone that Lelouch has ever fought against, that's bullcrap. And if you want to talk about, let's say, Schneisel for a moment, Schneisel, he's running all of Britannia. I don't think you can understate this. He's literally running the entire country. Charles is not involved in any of this. He is simply actually, let's see something. Is my camera now working? Is it still doing its garbage? 1 second. Oops, wrong one. If I go back out again, I'll turn it off. Anyways, let's say about Schneisel. Right, Schneisel is running all of Britannia right now. Charles is basically doesn't care. He's working on the Ragnarok connection. He has stated multiple times, and I mean multiple times, he does not care about the mundane affairs of his country. So basically, you have Schneisel running the entire country, which is already a difficult task. He's also leading the troops against the EU and the Chinese Federation. So he's fighting a war on like several fronts and leading the entire country. Okay, that's pretty smart. I don't think Nier, L, or Mello could lead an entire nation while also having to deal with several wars, because he's basically a strategist on those. He's the guy leading the charge there. You saw in the beginning of turn 3, he's leading the Britannian force against the EU, specifically with Zaku. I think we're okay. So you have to think about that stuff when it comes to intelligence. And I would also say when it comes to personal intelligence, Schneisel is definitely way higher than any of those three guys put together. Schneisel is extremely... That guy can wear multiple masks. He even told Lelouch, what was it, in turn... let me think. It was turn 23, I believe. I think it was 23 or 24, where he says, like, a man who doesn't master his mask will never, like, win or something. And Schneisel can be like a charismatic, really friendly guy, like how he treated Cecile or even Yuffie, even though that was kind of demeaning, but whatever. Or he can be very serious and aggressive. He knows how to appeal the crowd. He's very good at that. He was able to convince, for God's sakes, Cornelia that they should use nuclear weapons against Lelouch. Like, did it ever occur to her that he might use them against them if he had to, or the world? Like, that's the kind of person Schneisel is. So to suggest that, like, okay, L, Nier, and Mello are smarter than Lelouch's enemies. Like that's garbage. That's so it's so garbage. It's like I think people just don't um, realize how hard it is to actually do what Schneider and Cornelia do in the story. That was not a very smart way of putting it, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, does Nier L and Mello have a higher IQ than Schneizel? Probably. So what? You know, IQ is just one way to measure intelligence. It doesn't mean there are other areas you can measure as well besides IQ. And many people have debated that IQ is not even the right way to measure intelligence, anyways. I mean, Schneizel had. I can go on all day about this, but I think you get the point. You really shouldn't underestimate Schneizel and Cornelia in terms of what they can do versus say L near Mello and L near Mello. Sorry, I was going to something else, but it's just those three of them. And again, and one more point actually before I move on. Nier, L, and Mello only lead like a small group of people, and Schneizel and Cornelia are literally leading a nation, and at one point, in Schneizel's case, the entire Britannian Empire, which is a huge conglomerate, a bunch of areas, including Japan. So before you or anyone says like, "Oh, it's clearly like they're way smarter," no, not even close, not even close. Okay, let's continue on here.
Lelouch is finding his people that have power.
The book is a power. L power is fucking knowing everything possible.
L is fighting there too. L is smarter.
Were you picking light?
Okay, one thing I wanted to mention here. He said that this is so frustrating to me. This is probably one of the most annoying parts of this video. He said that L's superpower is that he knows everything. Okay, that's a superpower. Let me get this straight. If Lelouch has Kappa moments, meaning that the plot just happens to get him going, right? No, that's not okay. But if L just knows everything, that's okay. Like, I don't think they realize the contradiction there in those statements. My thought is, if you think it's bullcrap on one end, it's bullcrap on however you look at it for both characters. But why does L get the pass for just knowing everything? Isn't that kind of crap? Especially when there's parts in Death Note where L does stuff. Even though he doesn't know how supernatural powers work, he still kind of did and didn't. It was really weird stuff. So I don't like how they're inconsistent with this point here. They also mentioned that Lelouch fights people with powers and L and Light doesn't. Again, it doesn't matter. We're talking about intelligence, not... I've said this like 1,000 times already. Let's continue on here.
L is smarter than...
No, I'm picking Lelouch.
But he said it's not close to what I'm arguing. L is smarter than anybody in Code Geass, for sure.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Mine had a...
Okay. Oh, God. This is the worst statement in this entire 10-minute segment. Okay. L is smarter than anybody in Code Geass. Now, here's why this statement frustrates me. Oops. Smacked my microphone. That's all pissed off and I smacked my microphone. Okay, here's why this angers me. This shows that the people who are talking about this topic haven't really thought about the difference between Code Geass and Death Note and why a statement like that doesn't make any sense. So, the problem with comparing these two stories is that Death Note is a crime drama. It's based in Japan. Yes, it affects the whole world because Kira changes the whole world. But really, we only see several people in the story. It's a very small cast of characters. Where Code Geass is an entire military rebellion against an entire nation. You have so many countries involved, so many different people. So when you say that L is smarter than everyone in Code Geass, you have to talk about everybody. We're talking not just Lelouch and his team, but you got the politicians. You have the people working on the nightmare frames. And of course Nina as well, which we'll get to in a second. But you have all these different people. So you have to really think about what you're saying when you make a statement like that, because you're not just comparing L to Lelouch or Schneizel or Cornelia. You're comparing them to everybody. Well, let's talk about how this is stupid, right? Nina. I know you guys don't like Nina. That's totally fine. She's meant to be hated. But Nina made a nuclear weapon. She split an atom when she was, I believe, 17, 18 years old. Okay, now L is not an idiot, right? But I don't think L could have done that in his entire existence, split an atom to create a nuclear weapon, right? So that's already one area where he's not smarter than everyone else in the series. I don't think L could take any of Rakshada's Nightmare Frame designs, tinker with them, and change them as Lloyd and Cecile have done. I don't think he can even work on Nightmare Frames. I don't think he has the engineering background or the ability to do so, at least from what we see in the story. You see what I'm saying, where you're not thinking of the entire story as a whole when you make a statement like that, because he's not smarter than Lloyd. Definitely not smarter than Nina, for sure. And again, with Schneisel and Cornelia, it depends what you're talking about. And even then, it's debatable. So I think it's funny that you're saying, like, he's smarter than everybody in Code Geass. Everybody. Everybody. That's a funny a video. I don't have those exact soundbite, but everybody? Come on, guys. Think about that. That's not true. I'm definitely smarter than Tamagi. Probably, I won't argue with that one. But everybody? Oh, man. That's the problem when you have only 10 minutes to discuss this topic. You have to be very vague and general and throw out statements without quantifying them. And this video is full of that stuff. Man, smart at everybody? No, definitely not, guys. Come on. I love this channel, by the way. There's no hate for these people. But really, L is smarter than everybody? Okay, when L splits an atom and creates a nuclear weapon, and then also makes a device to stop said nuclear weapon, we'll talk about it, okay? But, geez. I think what they're saying is that he's like the best detective compared to everyone else in Code Geass, the smartest detective compared to everyone else. But that doesn't mean anything because nobody else in Code Geass is a detective in the same level. I think Schneisel and Lelouch have done detective work in the story because Schneisel had this book of people they suspected Lelouch used Geass on, which probably took detective work, and Lelouch figured out Taizo's identity. But there's no one really in Code Geass who does the same thing that L does. So it's, I don't know how you can even quantify that statement. I know I'm kind of harping on this for a while now, but it is very frustrating because they just say it as if, like, okay, yeah, sure, of course he is. Right. Okay. Let's continue on here.
Who might have more. Who is L not
smart? I'm saying I gotta think.
Suzaku little cheat ass, don't he?
No. He's
smarter than anybody in Code Geass, for sure.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Might have a lot of cool. Might have more. Who is L not smart?
I'm saying I gotta think.
Suzaku little cheat ass, don't he?
No.
See, they were even trying to figure out who is L not smarter than. They picked Suzaku. Are you serious? You picked Suzaku. Now, don't get me wrong. Suzaku is not stupid. He's comes to fighting and training in martial arts, I guess, and also just playing a Nightmare Frame. He's a genius when it comes to that. A prodigy. Him and Colin. But you couldn't think of Schneisel or Cornelia? Guys, 10 minutes of research. Seriously. Again, I don't mean to be a jackass here, but like, you could have just gone on the Wikipedia and searched up like all different characters in the show before you do this podcast. You guys are there's like, 6 or 7 of you in this group. It should not have been hard to do that. You just go in there and search up characters. Search up characters. It really would not have taken that long to do it. Especially when you're making, like, who is L not smart? And you immediately go to Suzaku. That's who you go to? Yeesh.
He's strong.
Yeah, he just based
that.
Not top tier.
What's his name? Lelouch. His team asked me cap on this shit, bro. The one girl that can like fucking put a face mask on that nigga like that. His shit is impenetrable, low key.
Oh, the maid. She had changed them to somebody.
She can put on a face mask.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, come on. That was nonsense. It's Rolo powers though.
Rolo shouldn't have lost to Lelouch.
All right. Well. First of all, the thing about Sayako, I do agree that was kind of bullcrap. They never really explained why she had that mask, where it came from. I had theories they were working on it in R1, but again, they never really, not R1, between R1 and R2, but again, they never really explained it, so I'll give them the pass on that one. That was kind of cap. But I will also say it has nothing to do with the topic of intelligence. Having good people around you, that could be good inside intelligence, because obviously choosing the right people is a good sign of leadership, and not everyone can do that sort of thing. So that is probably, the fact that he has her on his team, of course, you could thank Detard for that, but Lelouch did pick Detard, so, right. But the whole idea of like, again, I'm not sure why they're bringing this up in terms of intelligence, but sure, let's continue.
Yeah, that nigga said
That was all.
his reason for
really
doing
like
that.
lose or for real.
That was writing, bro. That was all plot. It was really
That was plot.
That was
Rolo was hella plot.
But that doesn't
You cannot beat nobody.
Okay, first of all, you heard this guy just said it was so funny. Let me go back real quick here. I hope I can. Listen to what the guy says. Really funny.
That was all plot. It was really
That was plot.
That was
Rolo was hella plot.
But that doesn't
You cannot beat nobody.
The guy just said Daphne has a lot of plot too. The most based guy in this group. He's absolutely correct. No one else listened to, by the way. No one else even responded to his point. But he literally said, Death Note has plot too. Now let's get into the whole thing with Roll and Lelouch. Should Roll have lost to Lelouch? Well, it depends. I guess technically yes, because as we know, if Lelouch got his memories back, Rollo was ordered to kill him for some reason. But Lelouch did tell Rollo that, like, if you kill me, you don't get C2, and that's kind of what you were aiming for. So it's not that clear cut in terms of who if he should have lost or not. Lelouch simply read his diary and used it against him. Should Roll have just executed him on the spot and we have no show? Sure, and that's definitely plot. I won't disagree. That's definitely a plot moment. But the way Lelouch does outsmart him, I thought that was fine because again, it wasn't just out of nowhere. He read his diary and used it against him, and we know the group was going after C2. That was the purpose of their existence. So they could kill Lelouch, but they need C2 though. That's what I'll say about that. And yes, as I mentioned before, Death Note has tons of plot stuff. I mean, Ryuk, as I said before, Ryuk writing the notes in the Death Note. We have the Ryuk pointing out Ray Pember, Naomi being in the same police station when he arrived. You could even argue that Higachi getting the Death Note alone was lucky, that Rem happened to pick the right person. I mean, a lot of stuff went Light's way. A lot of stuff. Even his whole plan. I mean, not to go like too far into this, but his plan to defeat L and save Misa. I mean, how do you predict months in advance what's going to happen? I mean, you just don't. Like, he somehow predicted that Higachi would get the Death Note. He would be able to stop Higachi. I mean, there's a possibility. I know the show doesn't want to ever bring this stuff up, but there's a possibility that if Rem might get the Death Note to someone who's smarter than Light or L, it could happen, right? It's a big world out there. She could have found someone else to give the Death Note to who might have been smarter. I know Lelouch said give it to someone who would use the Death Note, but that's a pretty broad set of people to choose from. So it's very possible she could have given the Death Note to anybody. And again, predicting who would get the Death Note and then using it, stopping them, grabbing the Death Note, using the Death Note. I mean, there's so many factors involved in that. And of course, how he would behave if he lost his memories. I mean, you can go all day with this. That entire plan is so plot... it's so contrived how all that worked out well. I think it's brilliant how it did, but to act like that's just intelligence and Lelouch and Rollo with bullcrap, I mean, that's not really a fair statement, in my opinion.
Controls time like that. Time.
His opponents are way harder.
L versus anybody with time.
Oh yeah, no.
L versus anyone with time powers. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
I think that L is smarter, but than anybody in Code Geass. But the feats of their powers make them a harder opponent than L.
Yeah. Rolo's power.
Okay, so I don't agree with this point, and I kind of do. So he's saying that because the people that Lelouch faces have Geass powers, they're stronger opponents than L. That is true. I will agree with that. But the idea that the idea again, L is smarter than else in Code Geass is not true. And why these guys keep neglecting both Schneisel and Cornelia is beyond me. Really beyond me.
But if he's stupid, then
He's stupid. He's so
smart with a solid ass power, then it don't matter.
He's
This
easily
OP.
manipulated.
But in hands, like Luch, go on that nigga.
Rollo is, I'd say he's naive. I wouldn't say he's stupid. He's able to pilot a nightmare frame, including the Shinkiro and working on the shield. So that's very impressive. So I wouldn't say flat out. I wouldn't say flat out that Rollo is in fact stupid. I think that's not a fair point to make, especially when he explains why he was with Lelouch to begin with. Right? It wasn't just, oh, I'm an idiot. You brainwash. It was more like, Lelouch was the only person who showed him a normal life And I guess he did kind of manipulate him too with like saving his life. Again, there was a little manipulation there, but again, Roll said his reasons for why he did what he did. So to act like it was pure stupidity, that's not true. Or I should say, it's not fair to Roll's character.
Cross-functional work can be
Oh,
complicated.
sorry about the ads. I should turn my ad blocker off. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they said, by the way, could Lelouch could beat up Light in a fight? No, he definitely could not. Lelouch is not that physically. Lelouch is not in good shape, and Light was a tennis champion. So I agree with this one. Plus, Light actually fought L in the story, so I agree with this point. This is the only time. But again, let's go back to the first part of this video. This has nothing to do with intelligence. Yeah, you want to do who win a fight? Sure. You want to do who had more plot armor. You want to do who fought better opponents. These are all interesting ideas, but none of it is intelligence, though. That's the frustrating part of this video. It's like, who's smarter? You haven't even answered your own question yet. You guys said at the beginning it was like Lelouch, but you never stated why. And then oh my god, I'm lost here.
He got winded.
What's her name? Left his ass. That's technique.
Shit. I forgot that he was so unathletic.
You feel me?
Left his ass.
They had to look it up, by the way. Again, guys, do some research.
And she left it like that was sorry. That whole speech was sorry.
Yeah.
Light would never. Light literally would never. Light would tennis.
Light would never what? I don't know.
Right?
I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah, 10 star. Fuck. Did he ever fight anybody?
He fought. That was boxing too.
Rengoku.
Okay, that's the end of their segment there. To close out, I'll just say that this video here is kind of frustrating because nothing was really stated. It was a bunch of takes that had no research behind them. I think the point of this is like a quick, fast-paced, discussion, which I think can work. But guys, do some research, okay? The videos are coming up, and these guys, look, they work hard in their video. I'm not gonna lie, they make good stuff. But if you're, what's that expression? If you're gonna come at the king, don't miss. And they missed, all right. Get this camera to not be stupid. No, I cannot. Okay. Let me read some comments and we'll move on to the article, which I saw someone saying don't read it, but I want to go through it though. I think there's some value there. Let's get it. Hello, Yana Wilshire. Sure, I think it is. I've never seen you before my streams. Welcome. They really sneak Armin into here. Yeah, the article's bullcrap. We'll get to it. Hello everyone. Hello Nizok. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay. Despite all these Lelouch versus Light debates, I'm surprised no one ever made a debate between C2 and Ryuk. No, I know what you mean, because they're very similar characters as well, and their roles in the story are quite similar too. So I agree with that one. Why not do C2 versus Ryuk? Because they kept saying in this video, C2 kept saying being Lelouch. What about Ryuk, guys? Come on now. Even Ryuk, just as one side note, even Ryuk saved Light unintentionally because he was laughing with Naomi because he gave her... she gave him the wrong alias, and Lelouch didn't know that, but not Lelouch, sorry. Light didn't know that, and he was like, wait, why is Ryuk laughing? Well, it's because of the alias. So. Okay. My camera's functioning. It's annoying today. Harley Quinn and Misa would be a great debate battle. Sure, they're very similar characters. And the relationship among the characters they're with, Joker and Light. Batman versus L. I think Seth the programmer made a video about that. I believe. Or no, it was Batman versus Light. That'd be a good one too, yeah. Especially when L has a butler named Watari. Very similar background to Alfred, although Alfred wasn't a millionaire, but he worked for a millionaire family. So, anyways. Also put a debate between Lelouch and Light is like putting a debate between Darth Vader and Gandalf. Despite different power intelligence, apple and oranges. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I agree. We should talk less about CBR since it's exactly what they want. The newest Code Geass article proves that. Oh, definitely. I agree. I want to go through quickly though because there's some values I want to bring up, especially since I'm talking about intelligence and it's about strategy. So they're kind of related. That's why I like the timing of that article. But you're right. In general, it's just for views. That's true. Speaking of intelligent debates, I'm surprised that never made debate television between Lelouch versus Thrawn from Star Wars. I've never, Thrawn's a cool character, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about him. But I'm sure that might be a better discussion because Star Wars is a space opera, and while Code Geass is not a space opera, it is kind of a pseudo sci-fi opera, and that might be more of a comparable discussion because of the characters doing similar things in their story. I'd probably say Thrawn from the main guy in Legend of Galactic Heroes, which I forgot his name. It's been a while since I watched that show. Charles was brilliant enough to keep his master plan from the entire world. That's a good point. Charles is not stupid. But I picked Cornelia and Schneisel in particular because those are like the two big bad Lelouch faced most of the time in the story. But yeah, Charles is no lightweight himself. I won't disagree with that. Yeah, pretty much because Elo's not smart anyone else in Code Geass. Some people he is, but a lot he's not, and they didn't think about that in this video. And he can mind wipe true. Which that's not really intelligence, but that's definitely a feat for sure. Lelouch is a great example of a realistic genius. He's smart and knows the proper way to react, but so often anime now geniuses can see the future to predict details. Yeah, they kind of overboard a little bit. I mean, Lelouch also has flaws too, which is important as well. He makes mistakes and he learns from them, and I think that's an important aspect to his character. Failure is not a sign of stupidity, which I think a lot of people for some reason associate with, which I never understood. Lelouch is the smartest character ever. It's a fair opinion. A lot of people do hold it. He's definitely up there, like top 10 for sure. What's up, dude? CBR article has been debunked by a lot of YouTubers because they don't like things misleading. Yeah, a lot of people debunk CBR. It's very common. Look, CBR's articles are made to piss off people. There's no debate about that. They're not trying to actually entertain you, inform you. It's just to piss you off. Why? Clicks. That's really it. I mean, think about their articles, right? They're like top 10 characters from this show or top 10 things you never knew. And it's like, okay, who is this for exactly? Is it for fans of the show? No, because they know the information. Is it for non-fans? No, because it's spoilers. So who's it for exactly? I don't know. It's always been that classic thing that what are CBR articles even for exactly, besides clicks and pissing people off? I bet these people didn't do a little thing called research. Also, I don't think Wikipedia is a good source because because nowadays the website is very biased and unreliable. True, it is. But if you just want to go on Wikipedia to get a basic refresher on characters, that would have worked. Just to learn Schneisel and Cornelia's name. They don't even mention the video. That's my point. Yes, you're right. Wikipedia is not the most reliable. I agree. Don't go on that for don't research your paper. Or if you're in college still and you're trying to do a paper or something, don't use Wikipedia as a source, like a primary source. Use it as a way to learn other stuff. I agree with that. But as a refresher, it's not a bad site to go on. Lelouch might not be able to win a fight, but he can Geass. Well, yeah, but they're talking about physical, like literally physical punching each other, I guess. Probably. I don't disagree with that. Oh, okay, this is different. This is Goku versus Uzu. This is a different topic. They're not comparing Demon Slayer to Code Geass. This is a different thing. This video has a bunch of subtopics. Here, let me minimize it for you. So you see here, see it's Ed versus Levi. Which Ed versus Levi, that's a stupid fight. That's so different. Naruto versus the Dragon Ball games. Rocky Lee versus Killua. It's a bunch of topics. It's just one of the topics they had. That's all it is. Continuing on here. No, they're a good channel. I love these guys. They're so funny. But this is the part where they kind of fail a little bit. And a lot of channels do this too. I've seen a lot of. It's kind of weird. You have this channel that do a lot of funny skits, right? And then they'll have a video like this where they want to actually have a serious discussion about a topic. And the problem is they kind of get exposed a little bit, but not knowing that much. So they throw a lot of arguments with no. What's the word? Just basis for them. Just throw out some stuff and hope to God it sticks. I mean, everyone's jumping on the Demon Slayer bandwagon. I mean, that's everyone's been jumping on. There's some channels that are just based on Demon Slayer, so it's fine. I mean, do what you got to do. I have no problem with that. Although when I dive into Code Geass, then I get some problems. Lelouch's failures can be attributed to a random factor like OP Nightmare frames, enemies having Geass, or his loved ones being threatened. And he does try to work on some of those. For example, his loved ones being threatened. He tried to always have Nutley and Ashford to protect her. And during like the Black Rebellion, he literally made their headquarters Ashford Academy to protect her. And then he left Japan in turn 8 so she'd be safe there. So he does do his best. He does the best he can to protect Nutley, but that's very true. Yeah, he couldn't even get ready for the Nightmare Frame, so I agree with that one for sure. I think Die Hard 1 is the best video, not 5. Lelouch's big mistake was how he treated Colin and Suzaku in R1. He was too blunt with them, and he didn't take their feelings into account. You could argue that about most people in R1, but yeah, that's a good point. Also, Code Geass is a sci-fi mecha war anime, while Code Geass is a supernatural crime drama. Sure, Code Geass has some elements of supernatural, but not that much. I mean, Geass is a little bit, but I know what you mean. It's very different stories. That's what it's apples to oranges. Lelouch is a smart character, Light's a smart character. I'm not denying that, but it's hard to compare them because what they do with the intelligence and the stories they're in are just very different things. So that's a good way to put it. And our last, we got more. Lelouch should have told Suzaku that Yuffie was an accident, and with Colin, he should have let her know that he cared about the 11th. Instead, he puts Eagle on Common Island. Yeah, he made a lot of mistakes in that episode, for sure. Some people don't understand that L has done a lot of crazy things before he was finding Light. Yeah, like when he stopped that killer. In our last stream, you mentioned about how he stopped that killer with Naomi that I forgot about. So yeah, no, Light is L is not an idiot. Okay, I never said he was like a moron. I just think when you compare him to other people, you gotta be a little more honest about in what ways he's smarter or not. No, L is a legit detective. Although his omnipotent ability can be a little BS sometimes. Yeah, isn't that funny? I've seen a lot of people make videos like that too. It's really stupid stuff. Okay, let's get into the article. I won't take too much time in it because you guys are like, well, we shouldn't talk about the article too much. One thing here. L stopped World War III when 8 years old and helps. He stopped World War III? Okay, you're going to find a source for that. And how did he stop World War III? Okay, that's BS. I want to see a source for that. But let's get into this article here. So this is top 10 strategists better than Lelouch. And the article is, I went through this this morning because someone posted on Reddit, and it's not good. It's not good, but we'll get into it. Lelouch might be a tactical genius in his own world, but he never had to come face-to-face with these brilliant strategists from other anime. Well, see, here's the thing, right? We're already in the first sentence already wrong. Similar people. Not the same people, but similar. We have to quantify that. He's faced a lot of tactical geniuses who have done equivalents to these characters. So let's be honest about that. For every airhead character in anime, there's a genius, and while fans will often debate who's the smartest character in anime, no one can deny Lelouch for Code Geass is smart. Don't you mean he'd be on the list? Man, talk about not like okay. He's a genius tactician who's able to plan several steps ahead. On top of that, he's able to read people really well, which is why he's able to plan ahead so effectively. Got it. There's some truth to that. I think you're simplifying it, but that's fine. Lelouch is incredibly smart, but he's not the only one who can intelligence to outmaneuver people. In fact, there are a few anime characters who could possibly outmaneuver him if they tried. Okay. I'll go through a couple points here, their points, and then I'll read the comments. Okay. L's an oddball genius. Okay. L's a bit of an oddball, but doesn't take away from the fact that he's a certified genius. When the police are completely out of their depth, L was the only one who could understand Kira and was able to discover which city Kira operated in almost instantly. He was Light's greatest opponent, and he definitely made Lelouch sweat if they would head to head. In fact, L's only downfall was he couldn't comprehend the supernatural. I don't know, because Lelouch also can do things that L can't. For example, he's a better leader. Lelouch also is a pretty good detective, even though he doesn't do much detective work by comparison because it's a different show. To say he'd make him sweat is very debatable. It just depends on the circumstance in which they have their encounter. It's very possible Lelouch could figure out L before he figures out him and Geass him or something. That's a very it's hard to say who would win in a confrontation. Outmaneuver him, hard to say. I wouldn't call it definitive yes. Maybe. It depends on the situation, right? That's the thing. There's no nuance here. So maybe he could. It just depends what situation we're talking about. The supernatural part is irrelevant here, but if you want to discuss that in context to Lelouch, he does have C2 and Geass power, so there is that. Shikimaru. I like Shikimaru, actually, but I don't know if he's smarter than Lelouch, though. There's a reason why Shikimaru is so valued as a shinobi, and that's because of how smart he is. He was the only one who passed the first time around, the Chunin exams. And he didn't even need to win his fight to do it. The fact that he outsmarted his opponent was proof enough that he would make a good ninja. When it comes to running teams and planning, he's number one. The fact he was able to defeat Haiden, who was immoral, proves how amazing he is. How's that going to do with Lelouch, though? Because Shikimaru, they're both. I'll say one about Shikimaru. He's a good strategist. That is for sure. That's one thing. His best skill is he's also kind of lazy too, which is kind of funny. But he's a good strategist for sure in Naruto. I remember a lot of the major conflicts in the story. He was a big factor in that. I haven't watched Naruto in a long time, so I'm trying to remember on everything he did. But again, Lelouch's scale-wise did a lot more. Now, granted, the last war was affecting everyone. That was, was it the fourth ninja war? I forget which one they were on. Doesn't really matter. That during that Great War, Shikimaru was very important, but he wasn't the only one doing stuff. He wasn't the only guy leading it. Lelouch led his entire rebellion against Britannia. So Lelouch I don't like using feats, but we are talking about strategy and defeating the other person. We're not really talking about intelligence. We are kind of, but not really. So Lelouch has done a lot more in a larger scale than Shikimaru, so probably not. Shikimaru would be probably like a Todo or a Shinkei in Code Geass. That's where I probably would push Shikimaru. Not terrible, but not on Lelouch's level. So there's that. Hitsugaya. This is strange because I love Hitsugaya, but I never considered him a brilliant tactician. I would have picked Yamamoto perhaps, or what's his name? 1 second. God, what the hell's her name is? I'm like blanking. This is so frustrating. Okay, so there's the two captains have like the twins on Zanpakuto. So you have. Oh my God, I'm blanking. This is so sad. Sad days. What are their names? Give me a second here. Okay, whatever. I forgot the names. This is so frustrating. Anyway, the two guys, the two captains who have twins on Zanpakuto. I don't know why I'm blanking. This is frustrating. They're really smart people. They might give Lelouch a bit of a hard time. And of course, you have Kisuke Urahara, right? That's the smartest tactician in Bleach. Why would you pick Toshiro of everyone to use against Lelouch? I would pick Kisuke Urahara compared to anyone else. That's the weird part about this. Okay, Hitsugaya is a well-known genius. He's the youngest captain in Soul Society. Not by much, though, because Gin was also very young when he joined the Corps as well. Let's not forget that. He's far from inexperienced or immature. He's the best at understanding how people think. And he's not. Kisuke is. Jesus. And he was even the first to discover Aizen's true identity. Sorry, my phone's making a lot of noise. I do apologize for that. He was the first to discover Aizen's treachery during the Soul Society arc. Was he the first one? Wasn't Unohana one of the first ones? Because she took the body and she realized it was not correct. Whatever. Maybe they didn't watch this. Maybe I didn't watch the show. He may not be the strongest captain, but nothing gets past him. A battle of intelligence, he's got to be a tough one for him. But Hitsugaya definitely has the know-how to come on top. No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. Also, what does it have to do with anything in this article? Jesus. No. I would say Kisuke Urahara for sure, but not Toshiro, man. That's a terrible take. Armin is smarter than he thinks. What does that mean? Armin is smarter than he thinks? I don't know what that means. Armin can be insecure about his intelligence, but the fact that he's a lot of the scout's success because of Armin, I won't deny that Armin is definitely one smarter character in the story. Him and Erwin. Not only was he able to come up with crazy, ingenious plans on the fly, like the one where they shot the Titans in the first season, and that was it a mining car, and they're all surrounding them. He had that one. No, Armin's definitely an intelligent guy, that's for sure. No one but Armin could identify who the female Titan was, and only Armin could have thought to check inside the wall for Bertolt and Reiner. Armin may not think he's very smart, but as a tactician, he's one of the best. What I'll say about Armin is that he is definitely up there intelligence and he's a good tactician too. But he's not even close to Lelouch's level. These things, these accomplishments, they're very important. But Lelouch did those things too. He figured out, for example, that Yuffie was at in the tower. I forgot what was it called, Tokyo Babylon Tower. I forgot what the name of it was. That might have been the casino. Anyways, in the tower where the hostages were taken, where the hostages were by that stupid guy's name, Kusabi, whatever his name was, whatever the heck his name was. He figured out Yuffie was taken in, was one of the hostages. So Lelouch has done Armin like feats. He's able to figure out who people are, and he also has like, I feel like Armin would be. I don't want to be mean. Maybe I put him in like a tier list. Again, I think maybe a Toto and a Shinkei, maybe a little below that, because I think Armin is really smart. He comes with good plans, but he's not the best big picture guy. I feel like, especially compared to Erwin. So I don't know about that. I don't think he could outdo Lelouch at all. He's just not in that same level. He has. I'm not saying Armin's stupid, because he's not. He has a lot of good ideas, and again, he's been very helpful to the Survey Corps. Without him, they would have been screwed a long time ago. But Lelouch's scale is just much. It's not comparable at all. Erwin, I think, is on this list. That's probably a better choice. But Armin, not really. And again, why would you pick Hitsugaya? Pick Kisuke. Oh, this one is definitely not acceptable. Midoriya is a fighter and a planner. Even without the one for all, I don't know anything about My Hero Academia, by the way, so I do apologize if I slang an idiot here. I don't know anything about the show. But he will be an excellent hero. He can understand quirks by everyone else. That has nothing to do with fighting Lelouch, because Lelouch doesn't care about quirks. Does this guy know how Geass works? Yes or no? But even then, not relevant. We're talking about strategy here, not like who has better power and abilities. And because of that, he can combat them perfectly. He has a tendency to overthink things because he's shown a lot of improvement, but he's shown that he can be an expert tactician. When the characters need a plan, they go to Midoriya, which just shows how amazing and intelligent he is. Amazingly intelligent. Got it. But again, like, what has he done in My Hero Academia that's equivalent to leading a rebellion against the entire nation and outsmarting his own family, which are arguably smarter than him at some points in the story? I mean, Lelouch accomplishes so much in the story, and his strategies, they're like insane. There's like a million steps to them, and they're multifaceted, and they take into account like not just what he would do, what other people would do. I mean, there's a lot of factors involved. Again, if this guy's like any traditional shonen protagonist, it's probably very basic strategy. It's not bad strategy, but it's very basic. You know, like how in JoJo, right? Because I've seen JoJo, where the characters, when they fight against other opponents, they think about how they're gonna win. It's good stuff, right? But it's not. I'll say much like coming with strategy to win a battle is good stuff, but I'm talking like a 1-on-1 battle, like in typical shonens. But defeating like an entire nation, that is a whole nother level, and that's the problem with this comparison. You know, this guy, I don't know how the scale battles are in My Hero Academia. I'm not sure how many people they fight at one time or what's at stake. Again, I've never seen a story, but I assume it's like, you know, maybe the world or something, and they're fighting like one guy or two guys, or again, I don't know, classic shonen stuff. It's just not the same. Compared to what Lelouch was doing. That's the problem with a lot of these characters. They're not morons, but they would not be like if this guy was in Code Geass, he'd probably be below Toto and Shinkei. But again, I've not seen My Hero Academia, so I don't know for sure how smart this guy is. But based on my knowledge, other shonen stories like say Naruto, Bleach, Ronin Kenshin, Hunter x Hunter, I don't know if any of those type of characters would be in the same area, the same league as Lelouch, especially when the people in the article don't even quantify exactly what makes him so intelligent. He's an expert tactician. Like, can you give me an example of what he's done that was impressive to leading a rebellion against an entire nation? Like, if you can give me an example like that, I might change my opinion. But the article doesn't do that, which is, you know, typical of CBR. Yumiko is so unhinged that fans forget she's actually smart. Kageguri. I've never seen this show. She's a bit unhinged, comes to gambling, to take away from the fact that she's actually an incredibly smart girl. To some, gambling is all about luck, but the fact that there's a lot of strategy involved in it. So she's a gambler? You're saying a gambler will be smarter than Lelouch? Oh my god. Okay, not only is she able to, Lelouch beats people in chess all the time. I don't know what we're going with this, but she's able to beat most experienced gamblers in her school, but she does it just so nonchalantly. And some people don't even realize how smart she is, intelligent she is. Being both unpredictable and smart she's the worst type of opponent to go up against because not only is she willing to do anything to win, she enjoys watching her opponent suffering while doing it. So you think a gambler could beat Lelouch, outsmart him in tactics, and you put her high on the list? I don't think I have to go further as to why this is ridiculous. I mean, wow, okay. Kurama is deadly and smart. I'm not seeing Yu Hakusho, so I can't say one way or the other on this one. But let's see. He can be dense. Like everyone else can be. Not only is he a fierce hero, but he's the best when it comes to the strategy. He can analyze opponents on the fly and trick them before they even know when it hit them, finding a way to knock them out without hurting them, or figuring out a way to fight without his hands is child play for Kurama. Yusuke is very lucky Kurama is a friend because he definitely wouldn't want him as an enemy. Intelligent Fox enemy. Okay, but like, how are you quantifying this? I don't know. I'm so lost. Wasn't do anything. Ugh. Wouldn't it better do an article of like 10 characters in Code Geass that could possibly outsmart Lelouch or something, or his best opponents? I'll do that one next. That'll be a good, fun video. But I don't know what this has to do with anything because nothing was stated in this point. I like how earlier they at least said like if you fought Lelouch, something would happen. I think it was for like L, but they didn't say here like what this ability or his intelligence would have anything to do with anything. So I don't know. Olivier Armstrong is the best leader in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, that's not a bad point. Olivier Armstrong is not someone anyone should mess with, but that's not just because she's incredibly strong. It's also because of what an excellent commander she is. As a general of the brig, she has been hardened by the fierce weather, and because of that, she doesn't even flinch when it faces a powerful opponent. As an army general, she's an expert tactician, and she managed to make some incredible unorthodox plans work perfectly. However, the best thing about her leadership skills is the fact that so many of her men are willing to die, which shows her amazing leader she is. Okay, this is the first person that they put on here. I think you have a good say because she's basically the same person as Cornelia. I think they're very comparable characters. I would love to talk about them actually in a video comparing them, but Olivier and Cornelia are very similar characters, and because Cornelia has outsmarted Lelouch multiple times, I think Olivier could probably as well. The one thing I will say though is that she might beat him once, but Lelouch has been proven to come back stronger after a defeat. So I think she'd be a tough opponent for him. Definitely don't disagree with that one, especially when you consider that she was able to lead an entire rebellion against Mestris. I think they used the Armstrong Palace to smuggle a bunch of troops. She took out the Sloth Homunculus. Again, that was quick thinking too, understanding the weather and knowing that if it knock him out, they'd freeze him. Good stuff. I mean, she's definitely one of the smartest tacticians in the anime. I definitely can't deny that. And given how Lelouch struggled against Cornelia, and these two characters are quite similar, that's actually a pretty good point. They don't really mention that here, because I would have mentioned that she's like Cornelia, and that's where you have a valid point. It's the only one I actually agree with so far. Dazai. I don't know about this. I watched the first season of Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm not exactly a connoisseur when it comes to the story. And yes, Dazai is quite intelligent. I don't know if he outsmart Lelouch, though. That's a very interesting question. He is smart, though. Okay, I know he's quite intelligent. Although there's actually a detective in their group who could maybe figure out Lelouch over Dazai. I forgot the guy's name, so I don't know why they don't mention the detective guy and not actually Dazai himself. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Dazai. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a stretch. Let's see what they say, though. Dazai is practically the Sherlock Holmes of anime. Really? Okay. I thought Conan was. Or Conan? The kid the guy turns into a kid who's actually really smart. Whatever. I thought he was the Sherlock Holmes. With how intelligent he is, not only can he easily analyze any given situation, but he also can use the most finite of details to his advantage. The fact that he's nearly as smart as agency's smartest detective. See, nearly as smart, but not smarter. That's the point I was trying to make. Just shows how incredible he truly is. Most importantly, he can be incredibly persuasive, which is something that's even more important than just being smart. Actually, interpersonal intelligence is a form of intelligence. So not only can he outmaneuver his opponents, but he can manipulate them to do whatever he wants as well. Depends who we're talking about. Chuya, not so much. Lelouch, probably not either. I don't know what it had to do with like how this would work against Lelouch though. So maybe you got a point here because I think Daze is quite smart. And the number one is Erwin. Wow, that's it. Okay. She loves anime, huh? Well, okay. Erwin Smith is the king when it comes to strategy. There's some truth to that, although there's definitely other people you can mention. I mean, again, lots of people like Galactic Heroes. That's a really good show for strategy and tactics. Even the most unlikely to succeed in his plans. Let's see, plans. What? Even the most unlikely to succeed plans have worked for him simply because he knows how to analyze enemies. How about just say, man, that was really bad English right there. Are these generated by like a bot or something? I wouldn't be surprised. Even Armin, who is also an incredible strategist, can't think as quickly as Erwin can. Okay, I mean, Armin wouldn't be stronger than Lelouch, so I'm not sure why throwing him out there helps. Armin may have been the first to discover who the female Titan was, but it was Erwin who realized there was a traitor in their midst. The scouts would have never discovered the truth without him. Is this Erwin versus Armin or Erwin versus Lelouch? What does that do with anything? Why would I understand you might want to put that in there to qualify, why Erwin is higher than Armin, but 1 second here. What does that have to do with Lelouch though? I don't know. Let's talk about this. So Erwin's best strategy was how they'd stop the Beast Titan when Levi went around to take him out. So in that regard, yes, Erwin is pretty good. He's like Lelouch in a sense. Like they'll both, whatever it takes to win, they do it. They'll put all their chips on the table, be willing to die for it. They both believe in the idea that no one's to kill are those prepared to be killed. Erwin has never said it, but he believes it. He definitely does. So there's that. Erwin also accepted the fact that when he was going to die at the end of the spoiler alert for Attack on Titan, my bad. Spoiler alert. Okay. So Erwin was going to do something and they had to choose between Erwin and Armin, and they picked Erwin. They were going to go with Erwin, but he said not to do it because he didn't want to become a Titan. Long story there. The point I'm trying to make though is that Erwin is definitely a committed person to his goals and actions, and he has a certain, I guess, I don't know if it's a moral compass, but he's an ideologue, I guess, but in not a bad way, I guess. He has certain ideals he will stick to the very end. In terms of strategy, Erwin is definitely, when they lost him in the show, everyone was devastated because he was their best guy. There's no doubt about it. The scouts would never succeed without him. Armin is also up there too, but not on the same level as Erwin, which I do agree with the article in that respect. Although I guess later on, maybe things will be different. But now to Lelouch. Is this guy smarter than Lelouch? Again, one thing you got to mention about this whole thing is that Erwin is he's not a very big picture guy. Yeah, they came with strategy to defeat the Beast Titan, and that was impressive. I'm not even going to deny that. He was able to give Levi enough time to go stop him. They went out. They realized they had no choice but to go in there because they were going to die anyways. A lot of mental strength to do that sort of thing, to realize you're going to die and still make the most of it and do the best you can. There's definitely a lot of to say about that. But again, like most of the people on this list here, Lelouch didn't just do one specific tactic or work for one organization to accomplish something. Lelouch, what he did was he changed the entire world. It wasn't just leading or rebelling against Britannia, which was the initial part of Code Geass. It eventually led to just changing the entire world. His plans were so... He has such a big picture of changing everything. Where a lot of these people on this list, it was within their group organization. But Lelouch went beyond that. They're next level almost. Compared to everyone else on this list. The only person I thought was somewhat similar was Olivier, because she also changed the world through her action. Now, granted, it wasn't just her. It was the entire, you had Roy's group, right, Ed's group, but she was a big part of that. So there is something to say about her impact on everything. She was also a very big picture person. I thought Erwin was like, I guess he was, and he was. They wanted to get to the basement to figure out what the secrets were. So on that level, he kind of also was a big picture, but I don't know if he thought beyond like defeating the Titans, like what the role was going to be like. Where Lelouch did, and so did, by the way, Aaron, which I'll get into that when I get to it. But Aaron might have been a better person to discuss here on some level. I know that might be seen controversial because Aaron's not the smartest guy in AOT, which he's not. But Aaron also thought about like the future, way into the future of his plans. It wasn't just like the now, what we're going to do, but how things will be in the future. He was also a very big picture guy, like Lelouch was. So I think everyone's smart, but again, I put him at Todo Shinkei level when it comes to the strategy. Like Shinkei is not stupid, but they still need someone above them to get them to where they're going. Like didn't everyone serve Pixies, right? I think Pixies might be smarter. Maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay. Those are my thoughts on this article. Overall, you guys already know, not good. I would have picked different people for sure. Definitely Keisuke Urahara. That would have been... I'll lower my chair here. Sorry about that. I would have picked Keisuke instead over Toshiro, for example. That was definitely a bad pick. I've never considered Toshiro to be an idiot, but he's not on the same level as Keisuke. Come on. I still know why I can't think of those captains' names. I'm so frustrated. Ukitake? Joshiro Ukitake. That's one of the guys. I might get their one later on. Let's see. It was a novel L prevented from happening. Okay, but like, how though? How did he stop World War III from happening? Did he get everyone to talk in like kumbaya? How did that work? I believe that the novel had it, but that seems really odd to me. All this talk about Lelouch, how smart would you say Suzaku is? He mastered a landslide just from reading the manual. Hey, so clearly he's sort of savant. Yeah, the Zaku is a prodigy when it comes to fighting. Comes to learning techniques and in combat. Like he was trained by both Britannia's military and also Todo. And he picks things up really quickly. He's also a freak when it comes to just physical I guess physical traits. I had another word in my head, but it went away. He's like Michael Jordan when it comes to nightmare frames. That's a good way to think about it. CBR seems to hate Suzaku as far as Lelouch. I get the impression that some writers for CBR really like him, while others don't, which leads to articles that contradict each other. CBR contradictions? No way. Excuse me. Lelouch could use Geass and L to make him leave him alone. I don't think that's the problem when it comes to two of them fighting. It's more the lines of like, could Lelouch even find L, right? That's the real discussion. Could he actually find who L was and use the Geass on him? Obviously, once he finds L, he's screwed, but, would he find him? I know that if L suspected Lelouch as Zero, he'd probably want to get close to him, which would be his detriment, so... But L would probably figure out that Geass could work in close contact with people from watching Lelouch interact or Zero interacting with Jeremiah. He can probably figure out that he did something to him. So, physical being in his face is probably not a good idea. So wearing a mask might be a better approach. So L might figure that out. So it depends how it would go down. Again, it's more nuanced than how they're describing it here. If L was fighting Lelouch, it wouldn't be no contest because of his experience in fighting with different martial arts. Oh, physically? Yes, of course. Lelouch is not a physical specimen. I agree. But Lelouch with Geass, so he'd be a big advantage over L, for sure. But if L knows about Geass, then he might be screwed. I'd argue that the only opponent that Lelouch could defeat was Geass or blind character like Daredevil, or maybe even near side characters like Mr. Magoo. Yeah, or it's a Magoo, yeah, Mr. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even like what's his name? Like they could think of Bleach, right? Aizen Sanpak To affects it's a perfect hypnosis of all your senses, right? So he had Tolson work for him because Tolson's blind, so he was unaffected by the power. So yeah, for sure, Tolson could defeat Lelouch easily because he can't see. He sort of can, but you know what I mean. The data that CBR is going to make a debate arc between Lelouch and the Black Knights versus Adam and the White Fang from Ruby. One good show, one awful show. Which I don't know. You know about Ruby? I've never seen Ruby. Isn't that like the Rooster Teeth's? Rooster Teeth's. One more time. Rooster Teeth's anime they made. It's like the first American anime, I believe, or one of the first. Like Avatar might be the first one. I've not seen Ruby though. If it's worth it, I'll check it out. I've heard mixed feelings about it. I will say about Ruby, all I know from it is the animation is very CGI heavy, and I don't like that. As like just a side note, I don't like heavy CGI stuff. Like, have you guys seen Pacific Rim on Netflix? Oh, it's the worst. Anyways, L's a threat since he provided or provokes, Light, and he falls for the hook, line, and sinker. If Light ignored him, then he never would have gotten caught. Yeah, I mean there's a video from Seth the programmer which discusses this whole thing about Light's motivations, which I kind of knew a little bit before watching it, but Light wasn't really. Light's a very complicated character, and in some regard, he's also very simple. But Light wasn't really trying to change the world, and he was, but he wasn't. He was really trying to solve his boredom. That was his real goal. So when L provoked him, that caused interest. He was just bored, and he was satisfying his boredom through this whole use of the Death Note and then finding L. I don't care for that, but that's just my understanding of the story. Very true. Mine resist. No one can resist Geass power. That's the fact. The other two, yes, that's true, but not strong mind resist. There's no one who can resist the Geass from what I know of, because it will eventually take over someone. It's never not worked. Even with Yuffie and Nunnally, it always worked. Hello, Adrian. Thank you for stopping by. Looking good today. What God, I got the hat on. Anyways, laugh out. Izuki would have a hard time being Lelouch because of his Geass. Yeah, probably. Put Midori in a list of smarter than Lelouch. Facepalm. I know. I'm so confused about that one. I don't know about My Hero Academia, but like, really? Why does CBR stick with the BS? Can they they can't fully compare it because they're fully different. They're different characters. Sorry guys, reading is hard. Izuki definitely will win against him in a fight, but Lelouch can outsmart him. How smart would you say Layla McCall is? Her not figuring out Smilus bugs me. Good question. She did not figure out Smilus. Actually, Klaus had to tell her about him. That's not really her fault, though, because Smilus was close to her father, and he used that to manipulate her, and she had no reason not to trust him. So that's not really her fault in that regard. I mean, if this guy took care of you when you were really young, and you only have good memories of him, it's very hard to look past it to see something evil in them. Lelouch was much easier to say not trust his dad because dad literally threw exiled him when he was a child. So it's not a real fair comparison. To your other point, though, Layla is a very smart character, excellent strategist. She leads the W0 unit, and they've succeeded in all their missions. She even is willing to go with them. If you want another example of how smart she is, in the latest event, which I posted for the Janissary Code half anniversary, she was leading the teams against the Dark Apostles with Lelouch. So if Lelouch valued her skills that much, and he let her lead the different troops. I mean, Toto wasn't leading them in that game, and neither was Shinkei, but Layla was. So obviously he valued her abilities. She's definitely up there. She's one of the strongest tacticians. If you ever have a series where everyone gets together that's not Janissary Code, Layla would probably be up there with Lelouch leading the troops. It'd probably be Lelouch, Cornelia, Layla, and Schneizel, and you probably have an unbeatable team. I'd feel bad for anyone who has to fight against those four. That would be ridiculous. But Layla is very smart. She's very smart. Can you quantify that, sir? Yes. She was able to, again, like I said, there was your unit. They never lost any of their mission. She cares about her truth, which is important. She's got good empathy, and it's a genuine empathy. Willing to go on the battlefield with her soldiers, which is important. She even comes up with strategies to avoid casualties, which is also very important because, again, she cares about them. It never hurts the strategy, like the whole plan overall. She works around it pretty well. Super open to everyone too, which helps a lot for leadership, which is a form of intelligence. I think it is. It's debatable, of course. And she's leading a team at 17 years old. I mean, I think you can't underestimate that she's clearly a prodigy in that regard. I don't know how smart she is when it comes to academics. We never see that stuff. I mean, she was at school with Anna, who was the creator of the Nightmare frames. So, you have that as well. And what's funny? I forgot to even mention Akira Exile when discussing intelligence. When I said that, or when they said that Elle was smart, everyone in Code Geass, because yeah, you got to bring up Layla as well in that category because he said all of Code Geass, right? See how dumb that statement was? He said all of Code Geass, so you got Layla involved too. That's a good point. To best describe the CBR list, it's like someone made a list of who's stronger than Godzilla. Then he or she put SpongeBob number one. Oh yeah, I get it because that's true. CBR is full of idiots. Fair enough. Unlikely plans which work means he's a bad strategist, but they could work because he knows enemies, so they're not that unlikely. So arguments destroyed. Very good thinking. My head's hurt reading that. Not because you're common, just because I'm trying to understand the logic. Unlikely plans worked, which means he's a bad strategist, but they work because he knows enemies, so they're not that unlikely. So I do what you're saying there. It's like, so your strategy should work, but because you know your enemy, it did work. So you suck, but you're smart. Like, what? That made me laugh. Thank you, Adverse Desire. Yeah, CBR gets exposed many times and they can't deny it. Yeah, everyone debunks them, man. It's almost like a meme at this point how bad they are. What a character arc do you think should have happened? I would have had Saku so ill-equipped for this coder duties that he brought Millie as his number two, so her family vicariously got everything backed. Oh yeah, that would have been kind of cool. Yeah, to get their. I thought Ashford Academy was not Ashford Academy. I'm sorry, the Ashford family wasn't it fixed after. Well, she never really married Lloyd, did she? But it doesn't matter because Lelouch destroyed the aristocracy, right? So there's no power anyhow. He removed the whole. There is no political families or any of that stuff. He got rid of it. So Lloyd has nothing anyhow. So there's no more prominence to even fix. So I guess problem solved. Okay. Off-topic fun segment. Zaku, you have a right to bear witness. Colin. No, wait. Zaku and Colin discover that Zero is Vince McMahon. It's me, Austin. It's me all along. You son of a... I know you're a wrestling fan. I love wrestling. Been a fan of it since the Attitude Era. Yeah, that was who is the superpower? It's me, Austin. It was me all along. That son of a bitch. Good callback there. That was that was a good segment. I love the Ministry of Darkness. That was good times. That began Millie Ribble something to do in R2 besides they stay in school. Yeah, they didn't do much in R2. To be fair, they didn't do much in R1 either, for being honest there. Plus, it would have drove Lelouch nuts seeing all his friends working with the enemy. I think, yeah, you're probably right for that. Yeah, I agree. How was Aaron number one? He could see the future? That's not genius. It's superpowers. Oh, my God. They picked Erwin because I think he had a similar... I don't really know, honestly. I thought because his strategies were kind of similar to Lelouch, how they both were willing to sacrifice themselves and others to accomplish a goal. But now you think about it, yeah, I don't know. He sees the future. Well, so could L too, right? So I don't know. Good stuff, I guess. And that's sarcasm. It's not good stuff. This article is the pits. But okay, we're done with that nonsense. I appreciate you guys doing that with me. Now, we got one more thing we got to do today, and you guys know what that is, summons. And here's the crazy part about that. Let me pull it up real quick here. Look at that, people. I'm an S rank. Yay. Okay. I'm going to put the sound on. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. Where's the audio? Here we go. Huh. Why can't you hear it? It's weird. I hope it's someone detard. Yes. 1 second. Volume mixer. Did I turn up the volume for this? Where's the volume? Let's see. Here we go. Speakers. Sorry, God, my phone keeps bothering me. What? Did someone call me? Sorry, guys. This is not part of the stream, but did someone message me? What the frick? Hold on. You're getting an inside scoop of my daily bull crap. Yay, my phone made some noise. Okay, let's see. There's nothing here. Well, that's great. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get to here. Now, why is my sound not working? It should be both. Okay, what's going on here? Hey, see, you can't hear Cecile's beautiful voice. What the hell's going on here? I'm just kidding. I'm not that beautiful, but you can't hear her. What the frick? Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna close out the app and open it up again and see what happens. That usually does the trick, right? Let's see. I don't know what's going on BlueStacks right now. It's not cooperating. I mean, you can visually see it, but like, where the hell is the SpongeBob? Is the only thing that has a magic book for the second way, which gives him warping. May have to change the plot. I guess. Like, does that have to do with like Godzilla? But Godzilla is like, Godzilla can't lose. There's no sound. You can't hear it now. You would hear it immediately. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hope you guys can hear that. If it's too loud, let me know. Actually, it might be already. Let me know. I think that's Yuffie's voice. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with Olajabi's voice in the story. Okay. All right, people. Let's do some summoning. All right, we got a lot, by the way. We're doing a lot of summoning today. Okay. Oh, Ryan, welcome. You missed all the debunking, but you're just in time for the summoning, though. Okay. All right, we got a lot of summonings to do. Okay, first we're going to go with our free summon of the day. So we'll start with that. All right, nothing. These free ones suck. Oh, shut up. Look at that. We just started. We got the D-tard here. You know, I'm going to go full screen for this. Okay. Does Arstock have a Geass power? No, he did not have a Geass power. He just was crazy. His backstory is absolutely insane. But he has no Geass power that I know of. Maybe the Shogun Geass Zero gives him one. But as far as I know, no Geass power. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. I don't want any of these getting removed. Okay. Here we go. Here's free 10 code links. Just for being a good player. That creepy smile. Wow, what a terrible pull. Oh, maybe not? Upgrade? Oh, threes. Lame. Yeah, but that video was funny, though. I don't want to debate that video. That was funny. But there was some bad stuff in there for sure. But that was at least funny. I went to... The problem with the RDCWorld, it wasn't funny. That's why I was kind of annoyed by it. They were being slightly serious, and the otaku battle was more of a jokey type of thing. Oh, the Vincent. Not Vincent. I'm sorry, the Percival. My bad. Why did I say that was a Percival, not the Vincent? Jeez. Layla. Yes, my third Layla, I believe. Code link wise. Dorothea. What's his name? Faulkner. Forgot the son. The son of the general. Tianzi. I hate that pose. but that's Tianzi. Next we have Marion. Yay. Sayako. I think that's it. Yep. Sweet. All right. Next. Let's get my free 10 4 summons. Here we go. We're getting one level 4 here, I believe. We should be getting at least one level 4. Yep, see? Who you guys? What level 4 are we getting? I hope it's I hope it's what's it called? Wait, how's my connection going? We're getting 2 level 4s. Oh my god, we're getting 2. Here we go. All right, Toto, awesome. Tamaki, yes, welcome. Our first 4. Is that Birthday Lelouch? I'm not really sure. Oh, it's Akito. Oh my god, we get so much Akito in this game. Jesus. All right, whatever, buddy. Welcome. He's not good, but we'll take him. I'll take it. Ooh, Nunnally. That's a good pick. I've not got Nunnally in a long time. I'll take it. Detard, welcome, buddy. Oh, Lloyd, sure. I love Lloyd. He's so funny. Guilford? Ooh, V2. I like V2. Well, in this game. Otherwise, I don't like V2. Alright, next 4. Please. Oh, is that Akito again? Don't give me 2 Akitos. Someone else, for God's sakes. Oh, Birthday Lelouch. We'll take it. He's really good. He's really OP in this game. B-Day Lelouch. I'll take it. But God... Another Akito, man. They love to give me Akito. Okay. Let's move on now. Again, more summoning, if you can believe it. Let's see. Now we're going to do 10 code links. He does love me. I think you're right. I have so many Akitos. I keep pulling them all the time. Upgrade? Oh, just 2 3s. I don't even want to know. Just skip through it. That's lame. Not sure what that was about. Oh, my limit must have been reached. Is that what it was? We got Shirley. That's a good co-link, apparently. Oh, and that's a good one, too. That's the, that is, Sword of Akasha. Did we run out? Let's see. What happened? Why did it give me that error? Yeah, we ran out. Okay, that's fine. We'll clear it out later. It's not a big deal. He can't detail us anymore. Okay. Now we'll do 4 characters. So I told you guys, lots of summoning. And we got even more to go, believe it or not. We're not even close. Oh, shit. We're getting our level 4. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're getting another level 4. Awesome. Lucky stuff today. Brand new character. Brand new character. That's all I want. Brand new character. Upgrade? Upgrade? No. Lame. Okay, whatever. Who are we getting? Brand new character, please. I don't care if it's Arthur, Orpheus, Shinkei, Layla, or... I don't care. Just someone new, please. This is new. I don't think I had this person before. Who is this? Oh, it's Colin. All right, fine. We'll take it. Oh, jeez. Colin. All right. I mean, she's good. She's powerful. All right, I get it. Okay. Okay, Psycho. Ogs. Filetta. Detard. I'm not getting a lot of Klaus. I was getting some more Tamaki. Toto. Ooh, speed of Cornelia. Cornelia. Kikusa. She's good. Sweet. Okay, now, we'll do one more. Why not? Fudge it. We'll do one more. Make it from last week. Cow in the bunny suit. Yeah. Ooh. Another level 4, I think. Maybe? Man, we're getting really lucky with these pulls. I'm not going to lie. We're getting very lucky. Then we're getting number 4 because we saw a C2. That's usually a good sign. It's usually a good sign. There's no guarantees in life. Upgrade. Come on. No upgrade. I'm quitting this game. I'm just kidding. I won't quit, but we're a little pissed. Wow. That was bad. That was bad. I don't want to look at that. Tianzi, really? Okay, she's not bad actually. Yeah, the Colin. All right, quick thing. We'll take a little break while we're doing this stuff. Forward battle between the 4 Holy Swords, Order Base Senba, and Asahina versus Chiba, all fighting each other. I think it would either be Asahina or Chiba. I'm gonna go with Chiba because I'm biased, but either one would work. I mentioned that one already. Versus question battle 14 Chiba. Okay, we did that one already. Yeah, they did. You cannot use Geass through a TV screen. That's true. They messed that up. I think Chiba would win since her stats ranked higher than Asahina. I'm assuming they're better than the other two. That is true. What if Rene never got a cursed arm? What Geass part would he get? Well, Renya is very lazy, but he's also a good fighter. Maybe it enhances his fighting abilities or something. I gotta think about that one. Colin's fanser is unsubtle as humanly possible. It has to be. When I saw the cleavage, I thought Colin would be the bunny suit. Yeah, I know. We need more. We need Layla and Orpheus. I agree with you. Where are they? My God. All right, we'll do another 4 summoning. Here we go. This is a guaranteed 4. Watch this go to the crapper. Yeah, Orpheus or Layla. Come on, guys. Stop messing around here. This. Why do they show you a 3 if you're guaranteed a 4? It's so stupid. I don't know. All right, please, for God's sakes. Layla, Orpheus, Arthur, Shinkei. I don't know. Oh, God. It looks like something I have already. Rolo. Oh, man. Stop giving us your boyfriend. Rolo. Lame. I don't hate Rolo, but I didn't want Rolo. Believe it or not, we got way more to do, but I just want to get that out of the way. All right. So last week, these are new characters that came out, and I have no interest in either one of them because they're temporary, and I hate Colin's alternative. So instead, we're gonna go through the Halloween stuff again. So here we go. I need Nunnally, Shirley, and Lelouch be nice too, but I definitely need at least one of those 4s. I got plenty of resources, so no problems here. Upgrade. Thank you. A lot of 3s, so that's good. Let's see what we get. Oh my god, it's always Nunnally. This is ridiculous. This happened the last time too. No more Nunnallys. Oh my god. Oh, Bradley. I hate him, but whatever, we'll take it. Oh, it's Halloween Kiki. I hate that outfit with every fiber of my being. Detard. Shirley. Toto. Val. Okay. Yuffie's good. She's a good character. I'm not upset with that one. Again. I'm not even joking. Again. C2? Oh yeah. Level 4, here we go. You better give me Valerie. I keep saying Valerie. Valentine Shirley or Empress Nunnally. Anyone else will not be acceptable. If I get the New Year's count, I'm going to be really pissed. Upgrade. Oh, you mother chuckers. What a tease. Bro, imagine another Nunnally. 50 turd, right? 50 turd. Tamaki. Nunnally. I'm sorry. Euphemia. Perfect. She's great. She's really powerful. Sayako. Ooh, Christmas Toto. She's good too. Nunnally. Bro, imagine our Nunnally. We just did. Wrong Nunnally, but we'll take it. Oh, Toto again. I'll take it. Sure. Toto's pretty good too. All the Totos. And Lux. Because why not? Why not? Alright, again. We're going to keep going until I'm satisfied here. Okay, C2? No C2. You mother chuckers. Okay. She seems scared, though. She seems very scared. A lot of D-turds. Yeah, maybe we'll get a 6th one, huh? That'd be nice. Okay. Upgrade, please. No. Oh, my God. You mother chuckers. All right, here we go. Oh, Klaus. First time I've seen him in a while. Shirley. Detard. Oh my god. Again. Alright. Nunnally. Please no more Nunnallys. Okay, I got enough of her. 7th Detard. Cecile. C2. A different C2, but C2. Sayako. Ogi. Halloween Gigi. Great. Valentine Youth. Good. She's a really good character. I don't mind stockpiling Euphemias. Again. You guys seen the movie Miracle? Again. C2, please. One Oda. Let's go. Upgrade? Nope. Okay. Tamaki, you mother chucker. Cecile. Shirley. Toto. Wow, no Klauses. That's weird. Is he just rare among the twos? I don't know. Bradley, really? That's so annoying. Don't give me people I don't want, obviously. Ooh, Ayano. I'll take it. I like her character, so. Again. Come on, give me a level 4. Oh, don't be like that. Oh, don't worry, it won't mean anything. It's called a tease. No level 4 here, but there should be one. Level 4 should be guaranteed at this point. We're getting a 4. Okay, good. Now, for God's sakes, give me a Nunnally or a Valentine Shirley. Shut up. Sorry, I like Tom. I don't like Tom. I hate Tamaki. Oh, Gino, that's the worst. Gino, wow. Gino, my God. Okay, Ogs. Here we go. Who's this? I'm not even sure. Oh, you mother... God freaking dang it. Really? What the hell was that? Anyways. Ooh, Utwa. What's wrong with them? I just don't really care. That's the truth. I just don't really want them. They're temporary characters. Let's see. What's wrong with them? I don't know. I just don't really want them. That's what they're okay. They're pretty good. They're S rank, but I wanted to beef up my current characters. I was trying to get Nunnally or Shirley, but I got Colin instead because the game hates me. They always show off Colin's assets. That's just how it is. Bro, you got spam with Shirley, Tamaki, and Detard. Yes, I did. I really did. I was trying to get one of these characters, but I didn't get them. Did I even get a new character, period, in this whole, like, insanity of summoning? Well, then I got even a new character. Hold on, let me check. Let me check real quick here. Yeah, I didn't get a new character the whole time anyways. All right, fine. Just for you, Ryan, I will do one summon for them. Just one, but I guarantee you we're not going to get them because this game sucks. But I'll try it. You said Mike is lagging? It is, huh? How, let's see. How long has it been lagging? Oh, I'm out of batteries. Okay. Sorry about that. Is my mic working? Okay. Is my mic still lagging? I had to fix something. Let's see. Is my... Oh, first of all, don't use capitalized. Is my mic still lagging? Because I think it should be fixed now. Let me see. Let me do a little quick... You don't hear the lag? Okay, cool. All right, just for Ryan, we'll do one of these, even though I hate this summoning. So one says they hear lag, the other doesn't. Well, oh, wait a minute. Hold on, let's see something. The audio stream current bitrate is lower than we would expect. Let's see. I think it's okay now. I just checked my connection. It looks like it's okay now. Am I still lagging? Because I just checked my connections. It says I'm doing pretty well. I don't see any issues. I think I'm okay. All right. Anyways, just for you, one of these. My last summon of the day, I guess. Guilford? Electa? Guilford? Detard. Reed. Oh, Euphemia. Thank God. I need more of her. That's good. You guys happy? You get to see Colin's butt in your face. There you go, guys. I got her. You happy? Oh my God. Are you happy now? Are you happy, guys? I got Colin and her big butt in my face. You happy with that? There we go. Shut up, dude. Mao bashing up TVs. Hope you guys are happy. I got Colin's big butt in my face. There you go, people. I'm not going any more summoning. That's enough for today. I think how much has we summoned today? 1,000? I don't know. Let's see. Here, I'll do the math for you. I'm freezing up a little bit. Okay, let's see. My audio. It's like in and out. It's really annoying. Congrats on getting Colin. Yay, I got Colin. What's that error message? So let's see. How many times did we summon today? I'm just curious, but let's see. We got we did about, I don't know, like 10. I want to say like maybe 7 or 10 here. We did one here, so that's like 8. We did a one before, so that was 9. We did the other one, that was 10. I did one of this, so that was 11. We did we did one of that, that's 12, and then 13, 14. I think we did like almost 20 summons today. That's disgusting. And I got one new character, and I got the character I didn't want. My God, this game thinks I like Colin for some reason. Guys, I don't like I do like Colin's character, but not the way they show her off in this game. Hey, I got all 3 Colins now. Let's show them off because why not? Let's see. Let's see. I gotta change my camera real quick, so while I do that, here, enjoy the company of the 3 Collins. Okay. I will be right back. Oh, where did I put that? Oh, did it fall over? Oh, that's. Oh, damn it. Oh, here it is. Okay. False alarm, people. I found it. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, put my face back in here because you guys totally want to see it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments here. Okay, I know I missed a lot of stuff here. Here's a good question. How would you rank every antagonist from Code Geass from worst to best antagonist? I think Schneizel is up there for me as my favorite one. And then this might surprise you, but Shin Hyuga, I like him a lot too. He reminds me a lot of other characters I enjoyed in anime in terms of villains. So I would definitely pick. I would say either definitely Schneizel, then Shin Hyuga. After that, it's kind of like I guess Cornelia, and then V2 Charles. Although that's a hard one because they're both very similar characters. I mean, they're both not similar, but in my ranking, they're similar. Other top antagonists, let's see. Clovis is definitely bottom tier. Bradley is bottom tier. Let's see who else. So you guys can't see it. Let me zoom in. They're getting close anyways, so we don't have to like. There we go. And just for fun too. No, not. Let's put in some things that actually work here. Let me grab some furniture. Here we go. Here we go. Put some of these around, because it's Colin and she should have as many Gurins as she wants. And then, even better. Watch this. Watch this. Cool. And then just for more fun, we'll put 3 thrones in there so they each can sit down by their Gurin. That's how base this is gonna be. Look at that. And then one more, just for fun, while I read these comments. Cool. All right. All right, ladies. You got your seat by your Gurin. Go take it, please. Okay. So more antagonists that are really awesome. You have. So I said Clovis is bottom tier, Bradley's bottom tier. Suzaku is probably one of the best antagonists in the story too. I forgot about him in that regard, but yeah, he is. He'd probably go below Shin Hyuga, so maybe number 3 would be Suzaku at some point. I don't know why I didn't include him. Mao is like mid, I'd say. I'd put Mao and Rollo kind of the mid level because they're good antagonists, but not like the best. I like how the 2 Collins are basically the same, by the way, just a different skin treatment for the their their sprites, I guess you could say, their chibi forms. Okay, anyone else? Best antagonists. Who else would we talk about? The plot? No, I'm just kidding. Bartley? Nah, not really. Jeremiah, I guess he's lower tier there because he was a problem, I guess. I mean, C2 had to sacrifice herself to stop him, so technically he'd be up there. I'm not sure how I would put the Guilford, probably low end, Dalton and his kids low end, but they're still pretty relevant. So I guess the top 5 would be the top 5 antagonists would definitely. What the hell are these? Oh my god! What the hell are you guys doing? What is this crap? That was so stupid. They were like in their face. God, the AI in this game is so stupid sometimes. Guys, stop doing that. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna take a photo of this. This is so stupid. Look at this. It's almost like it's a mirror, but it's not. One more time. Just because I can't believe how dumb the AI is. Okay. Anyways. Back to full screen. I literally made a whole seat for them to go into, and they're in a wall somewhere. Anyway, our best antagonist besides, so yeah, I would say Schneizel, Shin Hyuga, Den Suzaku, and then I think Cornelia, and then I guess Charles. I'd put my tier list right now. Shamna is up there too, but not the highest. Okay. Right, exactly. That's the problem. There's a lot of good ones. Lady Marion versus Zaku, Mordred or the Lancelot Conquista. I think the Mordred's strong, the Lancelot Conquista, so I'll give it to Marion. Plus, Marion gave Bismarck a hard time too, so you got to consider that as well. I know I got a lot of spam. Geno's not bad. Okay, he's not bad. The problem with Geno is that he is just not good in this game. By the way, I just realized something. Someone said Colin LL. We got 3 Collins in this summoning day. We got all 3 of them. This version, R1, R2, and the New Year's Eve one. We got 3 versions of Colin in one day. How crazy is that? 3. They did. They show off her boobs in these 2 and her butt in the R2 one. They just can't stop it, you know? I think I answered that one. The Shinkiro is cool. I won't deny that. But I bet you they're going to have an alternate one that's going to be like for... they're going to have Emperor Lelouch. That's the one I want to get. Holy Mike is not lagging anymore, but we'll see. Eliza versus Arthur. I think Eliza, because Arthur's not very aggressive, but Eliza is very aggressive, so... 8th D-tards. Congrats, King Colin. You guys like seeing Colin's fat ass in your face? Colin's fat ass, man. You guys know Bray Wyatt? He went for JoJo's fat ass. But which character is good in this game? Good question. So Lelouch, obviously, if he wasn't good in this game, that would make any damn sense. So you have Lelouch's top tier. Not only is good, Euphemia. These 3 Collins are great, but these 2 are better. She's okay, but these Collins are better. Let's see. Euphemia, I think I said already. Not only that's really, I mean, C2 is good too. The problem with this game is most of the characters are just not that great. I guess if you use them in unison, you can maybe have some kind of combination, but generally speaking, most characters in this game are not good, which is... I didn't see that coming. I thought you were going to get Lelouch. I thought so too! Because Lelouch is more common. Everyone was telling me that Lelouch is easier to get in that banner, and I got Kyle. I was like, what? I don't know, man. It's just the luck of the draw. This whole game is like crazy like that. Lady Mariana versus Lelouch Britannia. I thought you were going to say Lady Lelouch, but yeah, Mordred versus Shinkiro. Good question. If Lelouch can hold the shields up long enough, I think he can pull it out and use the Hadra cannons on his arms. The problem is when he goes in attack mode, he can't put a shield up. So if he can outlast the Mordred's star cannon, I think it's called, then he can probably beat the Mordred. If the cannon outmaneuvers him, then he's probably going to lose. But that just depends. We never really got to see the outcome between him versus Anya. That's why I gave it a draw. But it's possible she might have beat him. So to me, that's a hard fight. It just really depends on, again, the Hadra cannon versus the star cannon. Or the shield, rather. Isn't that funny? And it wasn't subtle. That's the funny part about that. I don't know if Renya Darkness had this, but their Nightmare Frame could use lightning or electricity. Yeah, there was a Nightmare that could. It was, what was his name? That's so frustrating. I can't. There was a Nightmare who could use electricity. That's right. There was one that could move really fast and had she had an Android 18's ability to punch holes into people. There was one that could harden his body and also do the whole after images effect. There was one that was Christopher Chamberlain. He was a gigantic hulking monster. You had the Wind Guy, and there was one more. Guys, can you please go to the chairs? Oh my god, 1 second. I'll put something up there just to change the scenery up a little bit. Let's see. Let's put Cheese-Kun. Why not? This actually isn't Cheese-Kun, but whatever. It's close enough. Okay, that's better than before, I guess. We might get 2 of them in there. No, they're dumb. Never mind. Okay. Reading more comments here. How would you rank the main characters of the main series? Lelouch, C2, Suzaku, Colin, Nolly, and Rollo. I don't know if I put Rollo in there, but I guess we could. I like C2 a lot. I've actually appreciated her character even more the more I watch the series. So I think C2 might be my favorite main character in Code Geass. Then probably Colin, and then Suzaku and Lelouch. I know Lelouch is not my favorite of the top people. I hope doesn't offend anyone, but he just isn't. He's a good character, just not my favorite. So I'd probably C2. I don't know what it is about C2's character, but it's weird. I'm not immortal, right? So I can't empathize with that. But for some reason, I can just. Her character really speaks to me. I don't know. It's I can't explain, but like, it just does. I know that was extremely not helpful, but that's the best I can do. Can we get all three of them in the chairs? No, we cannot. Okay. Well, when will Zebra Capture come out first? What will happen first? Zebra Capture comes out, or they're all going to go into the chairs? Probably Zebra Capture. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Are Nunley and Rollo main character? I guess Nunley is, but Rollo? I don't know. Debatable. That's a solid list. I can't argue with that. They're all really good. It depends. Exactly. It depends. There is dialogue. You can hit they say stuff, see? Dietar's the best character in this game. Facts. Speaking of that, let's get him in here. Where's Dietar? He's here to film them get into the chairs. This is a rare event. We got 3 Collins. He wants to film it. But they're not cooperating. Okay, what about Shalio, Shamna, and Dash? Oh, Dash. He's a good antagonist. That's a good one. Or even Lorenzo, right? Dash is up there. I still put him more low end. I have not seen Clash of the Elite. I know you asked me to do it, but I've not seen it yet. I've been busy. I want Lelouch to be ranked so low. I mean, I like Lelouch, but C2 and Colin speak more to me, and Suzaku also does as well. Lelouch is a cool character, though. He's still up there. He's just not the best of the best. Sir, with honor. Shakira would win since Code Geass is ranked Nightmare for him. They said Shakira would be above Mordred. If you got a source for that, I'd like to see it. Oh, we got 2. Hold on. We have a sighting here. F11. Okay, let me just zoom in. Dietar, you're not welcomed here, but it's fine. Damn it, Colin! You got out of the wrong... Sorry. Colin, get back in the chair. Okay. Get in the chair. Have a seat. All right, whatever. My photo op is ruined. Why can't I zoom out? There we go. Okay. It's fine. It's not really, but it's okay. Okay, moving on here. Nolly is a very important character, but she was never a lead. Yeah, that's what exactly. Same with Rollo. They were, I don't know if I'd call them mains. All right, let me take out. Let's put in redheads. Now redheads here. Shirley, Bradley, Ashley, Colin. Oh, Carol is literally a redhead. I know, that's over the pick. Why, guys? It was last second. All the redheads. Okay. I'll get some more stuff here. Let's see. Okay, there's a lot of maintenance here. Yeesh. Okay, first we gotta sell a bunch of code links. I wish you could sell more than 10. That'd be nice. Victoria didn't have any. Well, okay. That's a complicated question. Victoria could use this like whip that would shoot wind or something, and it would just blast. Her wind was stronger than the meshes. Mesh was the nightmare who used wind. So, actually, hold on. I think I'm competing with this sound in the game. I might have been doing it the whole time. Let me lower this a little bit. Okay. So where was I? So to your question, Victoria's whip could like shoot wind at people or like shock waves of wind, and apparently it was stronger than Mesh, who was an enhanced human nightmare thanks to Dash. That's what she could do apparently. Don't ask me how that worked, but that's what I know. Okay, let me go to the level 2s. I think I already have 4 Dorfias. Okay, we can sell her off. I don't need it. I didn't mean to click on her. Please go back. Okay. Okay. We don't need Dorfia, so goodbye to her. Okay, I'll check it out. Again, I've never. One of these days, I'll check it out. I always told you, this will be the day. You know, that never happens. But I'm sure it is a good shot. I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard many things about it, but I have heard good things. So only good things, I should say. Okay. What's next? Ashley. I think I already have 4 of him. I do, so we can sell that one off. Where's Psycho? Okay. I'm trying to get all these. I got so much extra code links. I have to level them up or sell them because I'm running out of room, which is not good in my collection of code links. Devilianas. Okay. Done with that one. Now we go to the 3s. I didn't get any 4s, which was disappointing. I don't think I have any. I think I have a Bismarck, but I don't think I have the other ones. Oh, I got a Marion too. Okay. I guess I had both. And it's funny, they're next to each other too. I love the irony. Bismarck's next to Marion. That's funny. You know, funny question. If Bismarck was loyal to Marion, then why did he fight Lelouch? That was kind of weird. He was like, I failed Marion. You were about to kill her son, bro. Or fight against his son. That's kind of weird. Bismarck was a weird character. I like him, but his motivations confused the hell out of me. Oh, there's the Shalio. Okay. Shalio and the Nagi Chumain. Great nightmare frame. Okay, we scroll up again. I don't think I have any of these. Check. I don't think I have any of those. I do not. Okay, and then from the 4s, I think I actually got a brand new one. I wasn't even really paying attention. I was like, what happened to my 4s? Didn't I get a new 4 of Shirley or something? Did I sell it accidentally? Oh, I think I sold it accidentally. Well, why would I have done that, though? I must have sold it accidentally. Oh, well, it's not a big deal. But I was so careful, though. I guess I sold it. Oh, no, I did not sell it. That's right. I did not. It's in my extra collection here. I was like, did I sell my... Yeah, it's right here. I know I'm not crazy. I didn't sell it. I was gaslighting myself there. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Wow, 2 Tian. I think I have that scared Tianzi already. I think I do. Yeah, right here. Oh, I maxed her out. Okay, we'll sell that one. I was like, I know I didn't get rid of that one. Okay, now is this a 4 or 3? It's a 3. Interesting. That co-link is really good, though. A second Clovis. And this one's good, too. Okay. All right, it looks good. Did I buy everything from the store yet? I think I did. Let me just make sure that I bought everything. No, here. Cool. Now we got to sell a lot of stuff because I got a lot of extras I don't need. So let me just check something real quick. Yeah, but let's say you didn't talk about season 2, not 1. Yeah, I thought it was season 2 because 1 already came out. Again, I'm not really following the show that much, but I know that much at least. Okay, so can we get to there? Oh, excellent. Oh, we got him easy to 5 without even trying. Excellent. So we're done with Detard. Where are we with Ogs? Probably not anywhere. We're not even close. Jeez, it's weird. I only have Ogi and Klaus left, and Klaus, he never gets summoned. Like it's crazy. So we have just Klaus and Ogi left, and everyone else is 5'd out. Okay, cool. So let's go sell everyone else's code links. What if question? What if the Necromorphs from Dead Space entered the Code Geass universe? Oh my god, I'm going to do a zombie apocalypse. Well, I'll say as much. Most people are probably screwed. That seems like a given at this point. I would say most people are probably screwed at this point. I mean, because the Necromorphs, I haven't played Dead Space in a while, but I don't think they have any ways to stop that. You know, that's the equivalent of, I don't know. There's never been like a virus type of thing in the Code Geass universe that I'm aware of that they had to fight off in that way. So I'd say they're probably screwed. I think Renya would be okay though, or yeah, Renya probably would thrive because he absorbs other creatures to live, organic and inorganic actually. But the rest of them though, dead man walking. Look how many extra 2s we got from those summoning. It's insane. It just keeps going. This is crazy. I got so many extras. If you want to watch Code Geass Everyone Dies edition, then Dead Space would be that for that. That's probably your best bet. Other than that, though, yeah, that'd be interesting for maybe a couple minutes. Then you're gonna see a bunch of people just die, and I don't know if that's interesting at all, but almost 10,000 silver coins from that. That's crazy, absolutely nuts. Okay, now let's load some more characters because hey, why not? So level. Wait, I got level 5. Okay, good. If I didn't, I'd be really pissed. I did. Okay, so 3s now. So can I level V2? I cannot. But Tianzi, I can. So we'll move her up 1. Great. Next we have... Go out here. Next we have Euphemia. I could definitely get her a couple. Only 1, though. That kind of sucks. Yeah, just 1. That's not terrible. Again, she's really powerful, so I don't mind having dupes of her. Freaking Bradley, man. I don't got maxed out. He's not even that great. I don't think I can get her up 1. Nope. Toto, I can. I got a bunch of her, so we should be able to get her up at least 1. So what you're saying is, that it'd be C2 in a zombie apocalypse or a creature apocalypse. I think they're not actually zombies, right? You know what? C2 with Gigi and V2 surviving a zombie apocalypse. I'd watch that, I guess. Be kind of interesting. Almost like High School of the Dead, right? Kind of weird. Okay, and then we got Euphemia, and we are still ways away from getting her to maxed out, but still not bad. Gigi, I got plenty for her, so let's go there. I got 85 Gigis. That's crazy. Okay. Kikisa. Oh wow, I didn't know I got that many of her. That's great. She's a great character. I don't use her that much, but she's pretty powerful. I really should max her out at some point. Maybe after C2, we'll see. Wow, even Lux almost got her. She's 4. Wow. Damn. There was how many Lux I had. Or is it pronounced Lukes? Who the heck knows? I haven't got a lot of these guys in a while. Okay, so it's not his. Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd too is almost. I got him almost 4 as well. That's crazy. Remember, I couldn't get Lloyd to begin with. Now he's almost maxed out. Cornelia? No. One day, Cornelia, I'll max you out, but it looks like we're not there yet. Nunnally, I think I go the next level with her, which is great because Nunnally is really good in the game. Having her maxed out will be very helpful. And I think Mao? Nope. Was that everyone? There were so many people. I lost track, honestly. I think that was everyone. And then from the 4s, we did get quite a few. Colin, I can't level her up because it's just... Oh, I can. Oh, but I have to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to cheat. But I could get her to next level, though. Not going to cheat it out, though. Let's see. I can get her... Okay, well, whatever. We'll get her 1 extra level. Yay. And let's see. Rollo, I also got 1 level with him. So we'll go 1 with Rollo. All right. I appreciate the patience of all this. When you summon 1,000 times, this is what happens. And then Akito. Where are we with Akito? Third Akito. Jesus. Okay. Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that. All right, that was a mistake. I did not want to do that. Oh, damn it. That was a mistake. Oh, well. It's fine. This game sucks anyways. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. So now what are we going to do? That's it. I should have got Lelouch to level the next round. Not what's his name? Akito. Lelouch should have been the one I went up. Damn it. Well, when you have shit for brains, this is what happens. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. Yeah, that was a mistake. I could have gone Lelouch up there. It doesn't matter. We'll do it again later on. Wait, what do I have seen for Nunnally? Oh, I see. Yeah, we can do it. Let's do her. Let's max this one out. Sorry for those weird noises. I can't explain. Okay. I can't explain all the details of the lore of Dead Space because tons of details. My apologies. Kill Great Gurren Lagann and Gundam Go Geass one of the strongest mechas. It definitely is one of the strongest. Laugh at all. Lelouch had to use Geass on a bunch of zombies. It probably wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't know much either. I don't. It's a cosmic horror. I was not sure though if they were demons. I mean, not demons. If they were zombies or not. You know what? Let's see something. If I sell my my Totsias, how much would I get for it? I get 200. Okay, now let's say we go back. How much would 10 birthday Lucius cost? I didn't want to freaking know. Oh my god, it would cost 1,000. We couldn't get all of them. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Well, now that I have my character set for probably quite a while, I guess I can proceed to the next step, which I got to pick a new attacker. So I guess we'll go with Colin because she's pretty good. So let's begin. I would hit the max button, but the max button sucks in this game, so we're stuck with this crap. Damn, here we go. You're welcome. Okay. Next. Just keeps on going, huh? Just keeps on going. This is the fun level mechanic that came with this game. the fun level mechanic. You just hit a button for like 30 minutes. Hope to God something happens. That's what I've been doing here. Just holding down the button. Okay. Okay. It's still going. You guys are like, are you for real? It's still going, people. I'm not like this is supposed to be fun, right? Like some guy was like, wouldn't it be great if you held out a button for 3 hours? Yeah, that'd be fun. They didn't have a max out button for each of these items, only for like all of them. But it doesn't. It takes like your best items and use them up first. I like to do my worst items first instead, just so I can like use the best ones at higher levels. But the game doesn't understand how that works, so it's like, oh, just use your best ones now. No, don't do that. No. Oh, here we're going. I mean, here we're going. Here we go. Jesus, here we're going. Here we going. I want to get her to third so I can use her powers just to show them off. I'm not sure if I'm going to go further beyond 30 with Colin, but I'd like to at least get her to 30. So, yeah, I should have put Lelouch to 30 instead of, that was such a waste. I didn't realize what was going on there. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some, right? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay, all my effort, I couldn't get her to 30. That's funny. You're welcome. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. All right, let's do some battles to show off her skills. And let's see, who have I never used before in this game? We'll just do a fun little thing here for you guys. I did those just because I wasn't sure about something. We're almost there, though. See, next one's Odds of Reflection. We're almost there. Anyways, let's do some hard battles. Let's see if I can even beat any of these hard battles. I just need Klaus. So where's Klaus? Here he is. Cool. What's the requirement? Oh, we can easily satisfy this here. We'll make a fun team. So it'll be Team Colin. It'll just be all the Collins. It's like, how many Collins do you want on your team? Yes, that'd be my answer. Yes. And then other Colin. Bam, look at that. Team Colin. That's it. Only Collins allowed. We're probably going to die, but it's okay. Let's see. We'll give her... Ooh. We'll give her this one. We'll give her the... where's the... Yeah, this one. The New Year's Eve event. And we'll give her the other one. Where is it? I was just looking at it. Here we go. You know, just to be safe, we'll put C2 in here as well because, you know, we could use a little backup. But C2 and Colin, that's it. No one else is welcomed in this group. And I'll give her... Ooh, we'll use this one. All right, let's go. And rolls Geass power. Let's see how worth it was to get her. They all have shield. That's crazy. All right, we don't need C2 in the group. She's too OP. We'll take her out. Wait, I never did the Sorry, C2, we can't have you in the group. You're too powerful. It's Collins only. It's like Homer's, but it's Collins only. Okay. That looks like everything is good on my end. Excellent. I didn't know I had no thing for oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I want to see Colin's new ability. See what it looks like. All right, she's still too OP. Okay, let's take out one extra Colin in this group. I'm gonna take out Colin. Obviously, who else is in the group? We'll take out the New Year's Eve one. So we'll just tell her to skedaddle, and let's go. Just 2 Collins. Can can her clone defeat the enemy? Okay, here's her. All right, so here's her new ability. Let's see what it looks like. That's kind of cool. She's a Radiant Wave Surger Blast. That's pretty. That's pretty typical what I would expect it to do. Spider-Man No Way Home. Nice reference there. That's kind of cool, I guess. She's she's got some moves. Like, you got some moves. Remember that from Cornelia? It's like, you got some moves. Show me your moves. And my little Captain Falcon impersonation there. Anyways, let me take out this Colin for the other Colin. And I'll take this out for that one code link that makes you level up really fast. Where is it? Where is it? Where? Zero. Zero? Okay. Those big beautiful blue eyes. I do say so myself. Okay. You know, if I can get it, I'll get it to level 5 just for fun, just so I can really rub it in. Let's see. Almost there. I want to see how silly this actually is. I mean, I know it's silly, but I want to see just how dumb this actually looks. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm a child. I apologize. I'm a man child. But like, wow. And the sparkles don't help either. Just wow. This is what you guys stayed for. The buttocks. It's stuff like this that makes you like not take this game seriously. Like, wow. You know, let's see how bad it looks from like the actual. Let's see. Oh, I just missed her. My bad. Just remember, guys, there was a team of people who sat around a boardroom, discussed this artwork of Colin, and decided this was going to be in the game. Just remember that. A board of people decided this. Now, I respect Colin, so I'm going to put her back to the way she is, but a team of people. I just click on it. A team of people came up with that. Unbelievable. Okay. Whew. Man, that was a lot for me to handle. That's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, right. I have to finish the battles. I could have had a double thing, but whatever. It's cool. I mean, it's not, but whatever. I screwed up a little bit. Listen, I'm not sorry. I don't know. I guess I'll have the other Colin up here too at some point when I get her leveled up. I could have had double for birthday, but it's okay. It's still a pretty powerful team. This is going to be a good fight, by the way, because these teams, this is actually a really strong team, so we'll see what happens. I'm just like, wow, right? Like the subtlety is just gone. It's just gone. My goodness. Well, that was not close at all. Okay, I thought it might be because those. Wow. Mm-hmm. 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 So stupid. Who the hell was Colleen pointing at in that battle? That was weird. She was facing the wrong direction. Okay. All right, we got one more free battle because I only do free battles. Oh, you guys want to see the new Lelouch looks? You want to see? Sorry, English. You want to see what the new Lelouch looks like? Here you go. We're gonna fight him right now. I'm not sure why the guy's doing 4 characters. A bit of a cocky move there, but hey, if you want us to lose, then by all means, as the Germans say, bitte, go for it, man. Here's the Holy Shinkiro that I inquired. This is the R2 Lelouch right here, by the way. Oh, he was up there. My bad. My bad, guys. He died anyways. It doesn't matter. See, he's not good. That's the point. He's not good. There's someone on my team who has both Lelouch and Colin, and I crushed his team, so I didn't even know what the point of I don't know. Anyways, that was All right, I'll stop. I mean, honestly, I might put a poll in my next thing, but between the 3 Collins you can get, so let's go through them real quick here, right? We can do it right now, actually, but I'll post in the channel, the community tab later. 1 second. We're almost there. Sorry, it's a lot of characters to go through. Almost there. All right, so what's the worst one then? Here's the first Colin. Not the greatest, but obviously we could tell where the emphasis was. All right, that was the first Colin. Then we get to the holidays. Almost there. Here's the second Colin. And finally, we get to Colin's big butt Colin. I don't know. Oh, let's get these two while I'm just... Wow, 32,000. I wasn't paying attention to this. Okay. Choo-choo. Sure, taking a while to get the items I want, huh? I know you eventually get them, but like it's sure taking a while. Still didn't get the silver ticket yet. Okay, I think that's everything. I think it's all the cleanup I had to do. I got all the missions, summoned 1,000 times, got the code links out, did my battles. I think we're good there. Okay. I wonder if Akira was trying to do in Tokyo our goal where Lelouch loses memories and becomes someone else, works anime just like Kaneki. I don't follow. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I guess that's similar. I don't know. Didn't Toyo come out after Akito Exiled? I could be wrong there. I thought Toyo came out after Akito. So, when we Toyo did Akito? I don't know. Anyways, we've been going almost 3 hours, if you can believe it. And yeah, we're going to end off here. Thanks, guys, for partaking in the stream, and I always appreciate it. And hope you enjoy all those summons, by the way, including for the last time I'm going to do this, and I'm not gonna, for a while. This is the last thing you guys are going to see for the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good week. I'll see you guys next one.